Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns number 3, and welcome to this wonderful Saturday. It's a Twilight Princess week, and it means we have an 90% community race up for grabs today. It's a 5-entrance race, and we're pretty much good to go. So without further ado, let's just switch over and head it off to two wonderful commentators, an Anarakis and the Prince of None. Take it away. It's all yours.
Thank you, Trez.
Hi, I'm the Prince of None.
Hi,
That's
I'm
Anarakis. Yep.
And we've got the 5 runners today are all really good. We've got
Yeah.
Andy, the Wii champ, and the rest are all really good on GameCube. Andy's gotten pretty good on GameCube too, right?
He's definitely solid. Like, I think his PB is like it's like 30x right now, like a higher 30x.
9 is what Speedrun.com says.
Oh, nice.
We'll be starting soon, and hopefully it'll be a really good race.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Beast has been back on 90% grind for a couple weeks now. TGD has been sort of bouncing around 80 and 90% for the past couple weeks.
Yeah,
Dean,
he's
of course.
been doing some marathons recently, which
Yeah.
bounce around categories. Dean Machine always on the grind.
Yep, as he does. G's playing Twilight Princess sometimes, I assume.
Now has internet back, so it's all good.
Yep.
Looks like TGD is trying to scare us with the file name.
Ah, jeez, I got spooked. I didn't realize until just now.
And we should be starting soon by the looks of it.
Cool. Yes, there's the countdown. Excellent. All right, I'm going to close that window. There we go. There we go.
We're off. Off to the gate to see who's going to make an early lead and who's going to be bonking for 5 minutes.
I really hope that nobody's at the gate for 5 minutes. That would be rough.
That'd be terrible. Though with some races we've seen recently on ZSR, we've had runners fail back in time and have to go back and do it over again.
That was a little bit unfortunate. But
Hopefully that doesn't happen today.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here is going to be going for fast back in time. So
Dean Machine usually does. If anyone's going
oh yeah,
for
I guess
it,
Dean
bet it
does.
would be
That's
him.
true. I forgot. We'll find out. All right.
3 of the 4
gate.
runners getting through. Dean Machine
Or
struggling
Dean-
a little
no,
bit.
That's unfortunate. But everybody else that's through the gate is doing safe back in time.
That's right.
And that was the late
And
frame, I believe.
I believe that was the good frame.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was nice.
All good.
All right. So Dean making up some of the time he lost to a slower gate skip. Andy failing back in time, it seems. I just noticed
That's
that.
interesting.
But I guess he might have fat fingered the D-pad or something.
Yeah, the safe version of Back in Time is just going to the other side of the bridge, hanging off, and pressing D-pad right and A at the same time, or D-pad left if the map isn't open.
Yeah.
And you can do that with an
yeah,
unplug
the fast
strat,
strat, though.
or you can just press them at the same time, and it usually works. But
Yeah.
excellent second try there from Andy. Let's see, we've got Bewildebeest and Dean Machine and Andy all on English and TGD on German.
As this is wont. But Beast obviously always on that NTSC copy. And I think Dean has a PAL copy. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I don't imagine Andy has a PAL copy.
I do not believe so, no. Everybody's feed is very dark here in this cave. It looks like a pretty average movement here from everybody. Nobody's like, pulling significantly ahead.
Yeah, movement is the name of the game in this segment after the gate clip and Back in Time.
Yeah.
Where we need to be doing as close to frame perfect rolls as we can.
Dean and
maintain all
TGD
of our-
electing to do the lag reduction strat here. manipulating the camera so that they're facing the wall. And it looks like it definitely paid off for TGD. He actually regained a lot of ground there. As did Dean.
Wildebeest hitting the Bokoblin so that it won't attack him.
Same for
while
TGD.
He's getting the key.
And Dean.
Wow, am I the only one that doesn't do that?
I don't hit him. I used to hit him for a little bit, but then I decided to stop because it was sort of annoying. Andy is actually not surprisingly, I shouldn't say that. Andy is actually really good at GameCube. Unsurprisingly, considering his veteran status in Wii. A lot of the stuff is going to carry over.
Andy's been grinding both of the versions quite a bit recently.
Yeah. Optimal brake slide from TGD up that slope. It's actually really clean. Yeah. Normal amount of deficits, I would say, from everybody besides Andy. It's going to be decided by boats and go, as per usual.
As it usually is. Let's check out the cage break times. A good cage break is usually sub 4 minutes.
Yeah, but these runners all did save back in time, so.
Save back in time, and Steam Machine struggling with the gate. No one's going to get a sub 4.
Nah.
Safe back in time losing somewhere between 7 and 10 seconds. That was a 409 by the looks of it for the Wildebeest.
Yep. So totally average performance from everybody so far. But obviously this whole segment is just going to be rolling and optimizing your vectors.
Yeah, all these runners are good. They all have their different strengths, and we'll definitely see some interesting stuff.
Yeah. All right, time for goats. The goats world record holder is among us here. So,
am I still the second place?
I
think I'm still in the second place.
I can't imagine anyone would have bopped you by now.
I imagine I would have been the one to verify it, so
yeah,
I don't think so. Going to the right, aiming the goats toward the barn before pressing A to make them dash. And if you do it just right and react to the subtle RNG there is, looks like a fairly clean until the end for Beast.
TGD took the slightly safer goats route, it seems like.
Going left first?
Yeah. He's getting a little bit Howarded, though.
Still, a 25 is not bad for...
Yeah, no, it's absolutely respectable. It's going to be
looks
a
like
30
Andy also going left.
Oh, no, he had a Howard. I didn't realize that Dean had a Howard.
34.
And Andy went left just because he thought that was the fastest way to go. I went right. Oh, never mind. You went on a silly route, and it looked weird.
And now we get to Bo,
this
which
goat
is
seems
just...
uncooperative.
That does.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunate. This is really unfortunate RNG here from Andy. Yeah, that's really rough. That's insult to injury after his issues with back in time. Absolutely still time to pull ahead here during rock, paper, scissors, though. Beast electing to be the only one trying to set Bo on fire. I'm not entirely sure if that makes wrestling him easier, but we can only hope.
I found that the best way to make wrestling better is just insulting Bo as much as you can. So we can't hear the runners' mics, but I imagine they're all doing that.
Yeah, just streams of profanity. TGD getting optimal RNG there in the first phase. Unfortunately, not mashing quick enough.
Yeah, TGD and Beast now very close together. Dean Machine getting grabbed.
Yikes. Oh, man.
Grabbed again.
Man. This is rough. Okay, you finally got to push in. Beast getting good RNG there in second phase, where it really matters. Now TGD falling behind, unfortunately. Yep, it's Bo's deciding who's ahead at Iron Boots, as usual. TGD getting that second phase finished up.
7:29 Iron Boots for Beast.
That's a fairly respectable time.
Yeah, I would.
Time.
Most people would continue a 7:29 run on PB attempts. So
Yeah. Dean
pretty
cinching out that
respectable.
sub 8. As for TGD as well.
7:52. Yep. Andy only a little bit behind.
Yeah, no, this is pretty close for between Dean and TGD. Only about a load zone apart. Andy used to mashing on a Wii mode, so this should be cakewalk.
Yeah, mashing for bow on Wii is rough. Mashing for text is really nice on Wii though, because you can just hold the Wii remote and shake it between your hands.
Yeah.
But mashing just the A button is not so easy.
Yeah, it seems nightmarish.
Anyway, all of the runners saved outside of Bo's house, as far as I could tell. That'll come in handy later.
Maybe they just won't be back in time.
Wouldn't that be something?
Just save all the monkeys as a flex.
Surprise, we're doing no save and quit with back in time.
I'd be excited. Alright, box break time for Beast. Missing it. May as well DNF.
Yeah. Let's see if the other runners can get it.
He did get the 1 frame or the 2 frame spin though, so. TGD nailing box break, saving those 3 frames. Dean as well.
Dean as well.
Very clean.
Lots of small things that you can do to speed up the sewers. If you go to the right there, just like Beast did, you can trigger the cutscene early and save about half a second.
Oh, did he get the early cutscene?
He did get the early cutscene.
Nice.
We'll see if the other runners can as well. It's really weirdly precise.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Hard to understand.
Sort of similar, similar to Louis' glitch, where it's precise enough and saves enough time that it's not really worth setting up, but you're going to go for it anyway. It's just something that you YOLO every attempt.
Time for Andy's shot at box break.
Come on, Andy, you got this. Very clean.
Andy did get it. Very nice. So all of the runners but Beast getting box break. Yeah,
I'm just not looking good. He's got it.
Probably did.
Everybody's movement is looking fairly clean. I'm not really noticing anyone making giant blunders, as you would expect from these runners. Everybody's fairly well seasoned here.
You can jump to the left here and skip a min-text. Very well done from Beast. If you press A on the right frame, you can jump up early and save a tiny bit of time. This has been a very clean sewers from Beast so far, except for box break.
He's been doing a lot of sewers recently, if you've been keeping up with his streams.
I have not.
I haven't either. I would never watch Bewilder Beast on Twitch.tv.
It's good from Dean as well. I imagine TGD. I have no idea if he got it.
I'm not entirely sure.
It's like a 50-50.
Andy getting the 1 frame sense press during the chain pull.
Wildebeest not going for the strat that I go for and no one else goes for.
It's strange that no one else but you would go for that. It's so consistent and saves so much time.
It saves 0.3 seconds.
Exactly.
It saves more than box break.
You know what? Fair enough. I can't argue with that. TGD and Dean both not mashing forward and subsequently getting the 1 framer there.
And Beast got the last first framer, and yeah, very clean sewers apart from box break.
Yeah, everybody's looking pretty good on these tiny time savers with the 1 frame jumps and these dash cancels and whatnot. Everybody's playing fairly consciously. Everybody seems to be paying attention to what they're doing, not being distracted by loud noises or commentary.
Though now we're coming back to the part of the run, the next part of the run that can determine a change in lead.
Yeah.
One of the more difficult tricks in the game. Hopefully, Hugo the Bulblin will be nice to us today.
I did slip him a 20 before the race, so he knows what to do.
It is Hugo's birthday, so everyone wish
is.
him happy birthday.
Yep.
Be stopping to get some rupees on the way. We do
Yes,
need
his rupee
300
count will be fine.
rupees for City in the Sky, but lots of places where we can get those.
Anokak 1 Party Bulblin. So close.
Good emote. Oh yeah,
Bulblin
Party
as well.
Bulblin.
I didn't even read that. I was so focused on Anokak. Are you considering Anokakis as a secondary account?
I had not been. Very nice
clean sword
RNG
shield
from
skip.
Wildebeest.
Yeah. That was, I mean, that's about as good as you're going to get here in a race setting. Only playing a second and a half of gold for his interferon there. Dean digging
Yeah,
up
with the
some
clean
rupees as well.
sewers and that, it's not surprising.
That looks a little far back. Yeah, TGD opting to not go for that one, but that one looks pretty clean. Yep. Dean having some rough RNG here from Hugo. He's pretty aggressive right now, but trying to get him into position. Probably go for the next one. Yep. Nice.
Very nicely done.
Dean absolutely paying attention and managing that RNG very expertly. Andy en route to Sword and Shield skip. Making his way downtown.
If we can get all 5 runners getting first try Sword and Shield skip, that would be very good for Twilight Princess
exciting.
racing.
Yeah.
Now let's see if all of the runners remember not to kill the bugs. I assume they're all going for that route.
I assume so. At Anorakis, don't kill bugs.
Thank you.
Andy opting for a strange camera angle here, but I assume he's used to it more for Wii version reason. Yeah, absolutely
Very nice.
nailing it.
Yeah, the Wii version doesn't have camera controls, so I imagine Andy was just not touching the C-stick at all.
Yeah. TGD got sort of scanned by the geometry there in that fight. He passed through the messenger the first time, but finished the fight all the same.
Very nicely done.
So, Beast's combined extremely clean gameplay during that movement heavy sewers rooftop section, as well as his excellent Hugo RNG, has pushed him into a lead. So next dividing factor is going to be EMS. So unless he falls into the mist accidentally, or gets hit by the log or something. Yeah, I've done it.
One time, there's a clip of Thursday, an old school runner of Twilight Princess. Wow, it feels weird to say Thursday is an old school runner.
He is. I mean, I don't remember him.
Yeah, where he jumped into the fog, but didn't void out somehow. And then
Really?
as soon as he moved, he void out.
Oh, that's funny.
It's just an interesting flaw in the fog, I guess.
Shout out to Thursday.
Shoutouts to Thursday.
400% world record holder.
To this day. It's like 35 hours.
Yeah. Beast not going for hyper EMS. Great
But getting
RNG and
very
good
good
execution.
first
Yep. I mean, Beast is kind of on a tear right now. Like, the game is being very friendly to him, and he's playing extremely well.
Let's just hope it continues.
Yep.
And let's hope that for all of the runners, we want to see a close race if we can.
Yeah.
TGD also not opting for fast EMS.
Saving that slightly scary position there. Sort of got bunched out of position where he would want to be, but fixed it fast enough to get the jump itself. D Machine nailing it.
Very good. Just Andy left to do it.
All right, you guys. This is any percent race. This isn't, TP Boomers reunion.
Yeah, the TP Boomers reunion will be happening in October.
That's true, actually.
Stay tuned for that. Actually, that's a long time to stay tuned. You can leave and come back.
Stay tuned until October. If you click off, I will know, and I will find you. TP bingo, yeah.
Andy getting EMS.
Yeah, nice.
All will be in the Grove, which has some really nice music, but not too much to say. Movement as Wolf is not as interesting as movement as Human, in my opinion.
I strongly agree.
Just trying to optimize the lines and doing B attacks to hit Skull Kid instead of jump attacks, and I don't know, TGD will be trying to jump off and land and on the land instead of the water, but that's hardly notable. He got it really easily.
I reckon we could probably swap G's in for somebody else. For somebody else, oh, in a short while. Perhaps during Master Sword cutscene. Look at these corners the Beast is taking. Like, just watching him corner around to Skull Kid's arena. Like, it was so tight and so precise.
Yeah, little optimizations in movement are what set the top runners apart from all of us normies.
Yeah. Look at this line I take. Exactly. That's really what the segment is. You know? 2 quick ones. Dean opting for a C down strategy that doesn't seem to have paid off. He's going to have to circle back and try to hit Skull Kid again. I assume he was trying to line up an angle so that he would be dropping in the optimal position to run further on after hitting him.
Yeah, like
Skull Kid moved slightly
Skull
after
Kid,
that.
yeah, in a weird position. I wonder if Dean ended up landing on the ground anyway.
He didn't, unfortunately. Skull Kid looked up during the cutscene.
I always forget to look at it. But yeah, Skull Kid looks at where you are during that short cutscene.
I missed Lamau. Yeah, sorry, bud.
Beast will now be doing the Master Sword puzzle. The rest approaching or in the Skull Kid fight.
Yep. LDUU, RR, DDD, LU.
That's right.
It's seared into my memory forever until I die.
And doing really well at the sense presses between each jump. There are 2 frames for each sense press.
No more, no fewer. Has he gotten them all so far?
I think so.
Minus 1.
Missing the 9th one.
Cringe. Reset.
Yeah, as far as I could tell, got 11 out of 12. Very nice.
Dean and TG looking pretty good on rupee count so far. Yeah, sorry, Coco. Commentator's curse. 2110 Master Sword with slow back in time. That is very respectable.
Very solid run here from Beast.
Dean showing off his vibrato. And Andy now into the Howling. Not devastatingly far ahead, or behind even.
TGD getting a 2143 Master Sword. So the
Nice.
gap between first and second is already over 30 seconds.
Definitely not insurmountable over the course of the rest of the run, though.
Not at all. Much better than a lot of the races where one of the runners has failed sword and shield skip and
Yeah,
been
seriously.
2 minutes behind the entire race.
Exactly. Yeah, Restreamer, can we please fix this horrible abomination of miscropping? I can't see it.
22-24 for Dean Machine, also fairly respectable. But unfortunate that
absolutely.
he missed Skull Kid that one time.
Yeah, Dean and Andy pretty close together after their respective Oh, Andy Golding Master Sword segment. Very nice. By, what? 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, not a big gold, but gold on the Master Sword segment is always welcome.
Yeah, Master Sword Gold is really nice, honestly. Especially for long-standing splits.
It's a split where at the top you're not able to save that much more time, it feels, but there's lots of ways to lose time. Now warping down to South Ferret to head up to the Forest Temple.
Like I said earlier, I would like to see G's swapped in at some point, if it's convenient. Just to check in on him.
Read the sign to see where the Forest Temple is.
I mean, I don't know where it is, so if they do, that would be helpful for me at least.
I don't know if we said that early enough for Beast to read it as a joke.
Maybe.
No, we didn't.
Unfortunate. For whom? Dealer's choice.
Yeah, I don't have a preference out of the...
Yeah, swap out Beast. He's had enough of the limelight. Swap him out for G's and then swap back in. He's like 4 minutes ahead.
ZFG Speed Police. We trying to swing the lantern to get through the fog. I imagine Beast usually goes for 3 swings, right?
He does, yes. He's been burnt too many times by 2 swings. Same for myself, actually. I've recently swapped.
Yeah, it's possible to get through swings. It's annoying at times.
I also want to point out how he took a very straight vector to the gate and then used the opportunity of passing by the sign to pull sword so that he wasn't interrupted in his movement except for that exact point where rolling would have been detrimental.
Looks like we do have G's who is very close to Beast.
Oh, wow, yeah. Wow, G's is tearing it up. Look at that. 2nd place.
Very nice. Hopefully we see a first try Forest Temple back in time for all of the runners.
Yeah, I don't foresee anyone being particularly vexed by Forest Temple back in time.
Not out of these runners, at least.
Yeah. I believe most of them go for the Andy bonking on the gate. I believe most of these runners go for the save menu prompt buffer. Beast bonking on the webs.
Yeah, there are several different methods for this trick, but the most common you see is saving mid-jump and then timing your reset accordingly.
Yep. The second working frame there for Beast, so he'll have to use the console reset button to time his reset.
Shoutouts to Chris is awesome for finding that back in time, whatever year it was.
No clue. All right.
Time to bring out the boomers talking about rooftops back in time.
Yeah, sure. Great. Definitely need more of that. G's nailing it. I think he used save menu buffer.
And TGD also getting it. And Andy really not that far behind.
Yeah, no. Getting pretty good RNG from that North Farron fight.
Who knows? Maybe Ook will give... Maybe Ook will level the playing field a bit.
That would be fun.
Or just make it worse. I don't know.
Beast, I think recently PB'd. No, I don't think it was. I think he recently tied PB on Ook a couple weeks ago. Beast also been really consistent on Spider Skip here. I wonder if he's going to go for this one. Looks like he will.
Yeah, if the spider turns the right way, then it's easy to go for.
Nobody busting their nut, luckily.
It's possible to skip both spiders and just climb straight up without killing either, but
yeah,
very few people go for it because it's very rare.
Has anyone gotten it besides Nimzo?
I've gotten it before.
Oh, really? Okay.
In a run, but
right.
I've
never been able to.
I've heard that it's like a 6% chance that you can get it.
Mark,
and Jesus nut breaking.
Oh, geez, busted his nut. That's unfortunate. He's getting fairly friendly RNG from Nancy here. We need to hope she doesn't turn right. He's got time. Yep. Cinched that one out. Made him sweat a little bit, but he got there.
This This is another split where you have the time losses of Nancy and Ook, but
Yeah.
usually not too big of a problem, but sometimes can be quite a big deal. Anyway, Beast entering the Ook fight now. 2 hops is the least, and it can go infinite, so we'll see.
Oh dear.
8 hops
Yikes.
for Beast.
Andy, you should not go for this.
Maybe I shouldn't have joked about Ook leveling the playing field a bit.
Andy going for it anyway, even... Okay, never mind. He listened to me. Thank you, Andy. He was about to, and then he heard me. He said, oh, good idea, Prince. THD and G is almost synced on that enter Ook room. Seven from TGD. What was that, 3 from G's?
I was paying attention to TGD too, but yeah,
Damn.
3 or 4 for G's.
Should have called it out.
Cutscene afterward taking 46 seconds before we get the Gale Boomerang.
I actually just consulted the table on ZSR. It's 40. From input
It
to
is-
input.
Oh, interesting. Well, input, yeah, but last hit to split is my timing there.
That's fair, yeah.
I'll be doing a save warp and leaving the Forest Temple because, unlike the 2013 route, we don't need to beat it.
Thank goodness. No shade on Forest Temple, but it's not the most thrilling dungeon to watch the second half of. Yeah, not too far behind. That's a time loss from Ook. And Andy, wow, Andy picking up a lot of time there. I guess you got a fairly friendly Ook RNG.
It's still at least 50 seconds behind the rest. They're all doing their save warps, and he just finished the fight.
Oh, Dean Golded Boomerang, nice. Alright, well, Farron escape, Postman skip, Gorge Void. Get excited. Wow, Beast really just kind of traipsing right into the spot there. No hesitation. Hopefully the poop bird doesn't poop on any of our runners.
Yeah, hopefully we do not talk to the postman at all.
That would be good. Completely ignore the postman for the entirety of this marathon, or of this race even.
Yeah, for all of the entirety of all events on ZSR. We're
Yes.
just never going to do glitchless here.
Nope.
Or if we do glitchless, we'll do it on Wii.
Yeah. Yep, clean postman skip out of Beast. I expect nothing less. I like the stern father.
There's quite a bit of lag in Hyrule Field.
Yeah,
so
everybody electing to see down.
runners zooming out and hopefully reducing a bit of that lag.
She's lining up, getting in position. Using that big-ass splotch as a cue. TGD, not using the big-ass splotch because he's a chump.
TGD using the method I use of lining up a little further back so you can roll to the trigger. And now we've got the frame-perfect Gorge Void that can lose a minute if you miss it.
Is that a good position? Okay, yeah, Andy nailing that Forest Escape. I wasn't confident, but he got it. Beast doing 1+2 for the Gorge Void messenger fight. Not common, but he got the pretty rough messenger pattern there.
And Beast
Getting
getting
Gorge
Gorge Void. Very nice.
Gorge perfect.
Let's hope the same for our other runners.
G's and TGD still like pretty much on par, just separated by that Ook time loss. Nobody seems to be sniffing the kids, luckily. Andy hit the postman trigger, unfortunately. Beast dug up the rupee in a very strange way. He's going to have to sort of aim fairly precisely to pick it up.
Hopefully that still works.
Making that intermediate target so he doesn't pick it up accidentally on the way. Yeah.
And picking up the rupee. It looks like TGD getting Gorge Void.
Nice. But yeah, that rupee roll was just, it was a lot of small things cavalcaded into, I guess, throwing Beast a little bit off his rhythm.
Opting not to go for the backup rupee. Did he dig it up and see it wasn't a blue or something?
He didn't go for it. He hasn't been going for it.
But that's giving a chance for G's and TGD to catch up.
G's, yes, nice. And
the rupee despawns, you have to redo the trick entirely, but these runners are well practiced at the trick, both of them getting it by the looks of it.
Yep. Very nice. Just have to get that final LJA across the gorge and not slip off into the force warp trigger.
Oh, and G's hitting the fence.
Oh man, that's really rough. That doing.
Didn't pause to aim for the LJA, just went for it.
Yeah, he was confident with that first lineup, getting health so that the trick is possible. Trying to find health.
There is a heart that dropped, but
yep.
Evading G's for the moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Finally got Beast now over the fence. Let's see if he can get the LJA. Also not bothering to line it up.
Yep, no trouble.
Getting over just fine.
And TGD avoiding that King Bulblin trigger, being fairly conservative with his movement. G's going for the backup. I guess he failed the LJ across. This is a really interesting setup that he's going with. I trust in his ability. Wow.
I've never seen someone target the fence with the backup.
Wow. That is extremely impressive.
Very nice.
That was really heads up on the fly targeting there from G's. Like, clearly showing that he understands how the trick works and what he's doing. Opting again not to line up. And okay, he can back this up though.
You can back this up. But that's given Andy a chance to catch up to G's. We now have,
and Andy is taking the fourth place sort of trophy, I guess. But yeah, G's is through again, transforming. TGD making quick work of the messengers fight while we were watching G's and heading back to ride that force warp back to South Farron. Yeah, LMAO in chat from G's. That was seriously impressive, I have to say.
Shoutouts to Skyrion for that strat. Successfully avoiding the KB1 trigger.
Yep.
Now, runners having to go back to the bridge to get this forced warp so that we can warp with the map, which lets us warp the city and the sky cannon later. But it also gives us a chance.
Go on.
It also gives us a chance to go over to Lanayru just in the meantime.
Yep.
To just slightly faster routing.
It seems like nobody got scammed by the Kakariko messenger fight. The geometry didn't mess anybody up, luckily.
Very good. That's
Andy with some daring movement, fully understanding where the King Bulblin trigger is. Shoutouts to Skyrion.
I wonder if the trigger is smaller on Wii. I doubt it is. It feels like it's probably the same size.
I will say, nobody is having a hard time with forced escape. I don't think anyone's failed it yet. Which, like, it's a small thing, but like, it's one of those things where, you know, it's fairly precise to line up, and everybody seems to have a very, very good idea of where they are standing and where the position is. So
I've heard at least one runner say that that's the first thing that goes when you're rusty.
Yeah,
is your ability to do forced escape first try. So runners are all well practiced and not rusty at all.
Looks like TGD leading the pack, no pun intended. Trying to get through this Lanayru gate. That position is a little bit too far up, TGD. You might, back up a little bit. There you go.
Finally getting through. If Beast has fewer hops, then catching up a little bit.
Yeah, he made up a little bit of time there.
Time for pillar clip.
I assume that Dean also got Gorge Void, so I believe that everybody's on the same route currently.
We do see one force escape failure from G's.
Unfortunate. Right there, yep.
But getting out into the field.
Just the one LJA and then transform, yeah. Very nice. Andy coming up to that linear gate. TGD sinking early, as will Wildebeest. Saves just a little bit of time, but it does make your air tighter. Could have very good iron boots pumping. Wow, that was extremely fast pillar clip. From both.
And from
good
Beast.
Lord.
Both getting to the dungeon really well.
Yeah, only like a couple seconds difference between them. Save warping to skip the water tunnel, as we do. Pretty speedy linear gate clip out of G's. And Andy about to take the plunge.
So for a good pillar clip from those two as well.
Yep, this claw shot segment is has a lot of stuff going on in it, so hopefully doesn't seem like anybody's lost, you know, a devastating amount of time yet. Actually getting hassled by Purple Friend a little bit there. Very solid, respectable pillar clip out of Andy. Just had to wait a little bit there with Mid Nicole.
Very nice. And Andy probably relieved to be doing Lakebed Temple on GameCube, not having to do a really, really dumb Helmasaur LJA.
Yeah. TGD didn't take enough care getting high up enough on that bit of broken pillar, so his first LJA up to the next segment failed, unfortunately.
And they'll be going and probably doing new Lakebed, where they roll down the stairs instead of doing any LJAs in this room.
Yep. Saving a total of 2-ish seconds.
2 seconds if you're good.
Yep. Less if you kill the Tektite, I believe.
Was the 2 seconds not including the Tektite? Oh, man.
I don't believe it does. So, probably breaking even if you kill it. Oh, Andy, that's really unfortunate. I hate sliding down there. Yeah. Just be careful. Yep. And okay, don't bully the Helmasaur.
You know, if anyone is going to bully the Helmasaur, it would be
I mean, Andy has the most right to do so, yeah.
Yeah,
Andy,
with all
man.
that the Helmasaur does to us and Wii runs.
Clean jumps downstairs from Beast and TGD, of course.
Very nice.
I don't think either of them skipped the Tektite. Andy rolling right against the Lizalfos to be a rebel. Nice double LJA here from TGD. Yep.
And because of the back in time we did in Forest Temple, we can just go straight to the back entrance of Deku Toad and start the fight.
Yep. Everybody loves entering Deku Toad from the rear.
You could say it that way, yep.
I can and will. Alright, everybody. Hardest stroke in the run. Deku Toad 1 cycle. Good luck. If you don't finish a combo on Deku Toad and instead chain hits of either combos of either 1 hit or 2 hits, you can, with the Master Sword damage, you can get rid of Deku Toad in just 1 cycle here. TGD unfortunately finishing the combo there. And Beast nailing it, so Beast picking up the lead
again.
Oh man, geez, that was a little bit scary. That jump there.
Now we have the Claw Shot, a significantly less broken item than the Boomerang, but still can be used for some fairly broken things.
There's a dog barking outside. Never mind, there it is again.
She's
Exactly.
opting to equip Uku before the fight. Interesting.
I mean, what if he needs to Uku out?
You can't use Uku in boss rooms, but I suppose you can try.
If he gets really scared, I think it's important.
Andy missing the one cycle. Doing a bunch of spin attacks just to spite, and also because you can't just spam spin attacks on Wii, so taking every chance you can get. Alright, are we going to see any Kargrok skip crashes today? Coming up, just Kargrok skip, assuming that they all go for it, which some of them might not. Beast dashing over to these Zoras over here to make the Kargrok fly sooner, then going over to the water and is going to be luring the Kargrok into the water and trying to avoid its grasp, because if it grabs you when it's low enough in the water, the game crashes. Walking diagonal there, and looks very good from Beast.
Yep. That's impressive that they're going for this Karg drowning strat. It's not very marathon or race safe.
It saves all of 6 to 8 seconds.
Yep, assuming good RNG.
Beast or TGD getting really close there. Surprised he didn't get grabbed.
No, he knows what he's doing. Anyway, I've closed my windows to hopefully reduce the amount of Franker Z. He's clipping out of bounds for that 7-second time save.
Linear Twilight is relatively the same in every category, including glitchless, but these few things we can do to speed it up are usually very satisfying and very annoying if you fail them.
Yes, indeed. TGD is showing us a scenic view of this out-of-bounds area of the map. Thank you. Not in Moonjump. Good point, Beast. Resident Moonjump world record holder.
There was an old Honda route that would stop in the fishing pond during Linear Twilight.
Andy is not joining the Kargarok. Wisely, I would argue. G's, however, is.
With
and he's
what
put
G's
GG
just said
in chat, which there might be a spoiler. We'll find out. Andy getting the quick kill on that Kargarok there. G's getting remarkably rotten RNG, I would say.
Yeah, the Kargarok taking its time to fly. At least flying straight. That's
oh yeah, he had to he was targeted the Kargarok, which made him have to turn around, which lost him a little bit of time in movement.
And the game crashing.
And the game crashed. Yep. Beast approaching the 1 minute text with the 1 minute jump with text in front of it that you cannot get a one framer.
G's gonna opt to continue, or maybe it would be a good time to switch Dean Machine back in.
Yep. Yes.
Shoutouts to G's for joining us in this race.
Dean, doing the neighborhood gate clip.
Looking at skip splits, maybe he failed Gorge Void.
Yeah. And then, well, yeah.
I don't know.
Jumping off the opposite side of Hylia Bridge that we usually do. Stylish.
Very interesting.
All right.
And the Wildebeest now going to Elden Twilight proper.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Beast, as he did early Elden.
Yeah, that's what I'd imagine. Elden Twilight is one of the more satisfying parts of the run, in my opinion.
Indeed.
Lots of little optimizations. Really fun to do as a runner. Unlike the Nehru Twilight.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't hate Linear as much as most people, but there is definitely there's less stuff that can go catastrophically wrong in Elden. There's no lily pad bugs. There's no lily pad bugs or anything like that.
In machine getting pillar clip. That looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looked fine.
Wasn't watching. I don't know if he even called Linda.
Touched this game since April 14th. Well, you're doing fine in spite of that. Beast nailing basement bugs, as we expect. TGD failing well clip.
Failing well clip, one of the easiest tricks in the game. Just side hop into the well. I mean, the trick's name is a description of how to do it. Just well clip.
Well clip. Yeah, clip well, really.
Looks like Andy getting a little bonk on the barrier at the end of that fight.
Yeah.
Interesting camera angle.
His Shadow Beasts weren't very cooperative. My wolf is stupid. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear it. Oh, yeah, your wolf is kind of dumb. Oh, yikes. Yeah, your wolf is a little challenged. Well, it happens. Hopefully, you take some time, train a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe your wolf should practice next time.
Mm-hmm. I know of a great community event where it can learn to dash.
Might be coming sometime.
Maybe. Eventually. Dean also doing new lake bed. And he's getting a speedy well clip there.
Sometimes the keys can come and mess up your angle, but not this time.
Yeah. Beast unfortunately got the yellow rupee text there. Didn't side hop close enough. And TGD is going to be off the bug cycle. Never mind, he was on a different cycle.
There's a cycle that you can pay attention to there?
Yeah, whether it's like flying or attacking.
I suppose that makes sense. I had never paid attention before.
Yeah. Dean going for a single target double LJA. That was pretty cool. I don't see that very often. I know there's a couple people that still do that, but I'm not one of them.
Yeah, it's very rare these days.
Nobody learning that Malomart is expanding to meet their needs, which is kind of unfortunate.
I learned only recently that text is specifically post Master Sword.
Is it really?
Yeah, if you don't have the Master Sword, it's something different. It's just a general goods store. Andy
doing a slightly different manipulation in the Malomart bug, but still getting it pretty quick, so whatever works, I guess.
Very nice. And TGD missing a rupee?
Unfortunate.
In the abandoned house. Very strange. Beast will probably be doing Wolf Bomb House skip, if I had to guess.
Dean getting a more like single slash method of Deku Toad one cycle, but still getting it. Here's Wolf Bomb House skip from Beast. Never mind. Oh. He got a weird back hop and is going to do it as human. Losing time on that equip.
But at least not falling.
Indeed. TGD will most likely be doing Wolf Bomb House skip, assuming he doesn't get a weird back up. Yep. Looks good to me. Yep.
Very nicely done.
Cool pop up there. Got a weird quick climb on that ledge after bonking.
See what manip Beast will do in the watchtower.
Yes, indeed. Pay attention.
Not doing the one that.
Yep, doing Nimzo's manipulation.
Doing Nimzo's. Marco's, I believe.
Or yeah, Marco's.
And getting the blue rupee text.
Nice. Einem blauer Ruben.
Ist 5 Rubine wert.
TGD doing beast manipulation. And it worked for him, but he went a little bit early. Oh, wow, there's a sneaky hidden blue rupee there.
The blue rupee disguised as a green.
Yep.
That's not common to get a blue rupee in those spots.
No, it's not. But Beast donks. He's rich.
Beast at 48 rupees. TGD, little poorer at just 41.
Yeah.
Though that's probably because of the double rupee roll from Beast.
Yes, indeed. Andy's Elden has been a little bit weird. Like, it's a lot of stuff that is it's just a little bit strange.
Machine opting to swim out in the water to get the Kargarok to fly.
Wow, is that gonna work? I guess it will.
It did.
Wow,
Very
really
nice
lining
read.
up the trick to get it. Heads up play out of Andy. TGD has said oops in the chat. I wonder what happened.
Not too much can go horribly wrong here unless TGD decided to skip the portal, which is a thing in low percent, but nowhere else.
I assume he accidentally turned off his console.
That would be quite the blunder.
Oh, yes, that is probably what that was. Good point. Andy not going for the side hop out of the watchtower. Losing those swag points. Those will be counted and tallied at the end of the race. I see. Thank you, TGD.
Makes sense. Yeah, dashing a little too early. Beast trying to get a comedic effect with the rock floating above his head as he transformed. Could have gone a little bit later, but you could still see the rock, so it's good.
TGD, stop losing time to chatting. Make sure that you have actually warped first before ZFG smugging.
All right, time for the one frame side hop. Beast missing it. GD backflipping into a rock. Very nice.
Yep. Oh dear. The restream has gone a little bit silly.
We got to see TGD backflipping into a rock again.
Yeah, for everybody, it was a gentleman's agreement to splice. They're all going world record. That was a little bit of a scary messenger fight there from Dean. TGD nailing that gamer side hop. Congrats on gaming.
Very well. That side hop is special because not only does it save time, it also makes the map not update. So we'll be seeing green for the rest of the run. Green splits as well, right?
Yes, Kobe.
Right?
Everybody will PB. Beast does have a green split there on his live split. He is 12.2 seconds ahead of his latest run in Linear Vessel.
Pause, champ. Alright, let's see if Dean Machine can get the gamer side hop as well. Same with Andy coming up.
Andy
Opting
was a
to
little bit,
shake
vibrating
between the
himself
rocks.
between the rocks there. Oh, Dean missing gamer side hop. Not gaming, unfortunately. Hopefully still speedrunning, though. And now it's Andy's turn.
That was a nice bug push from TGD. Andy not getting the side hop.
Only electing to start mashing for it as it was happening.
Yeah, I think the input frame is when the game is still all black.
Yeah.
So, interesting choice there. So, only TGD is gaming.
Wow. I wonder if that will come back to come back in a major way later on.
Let's see. I wonder how many of these runners are going to go for Norgor and Stallard Skip.
I am almost certain that Beast and TGD will both go for Norgor and Stallard Skip. I believe Dean will go for at least Stallard Skip. I'm not sure about Andy.
We saw Andy practicing it a little bit before the run, but I don't know.
I think it may depend on the runner's mentality going into those segments of the game. If they want to take the chance.
Makes sense.
Nice gamer side hop.
Nailing waterfall side hop.
Electing not to get the side roll and manipulating the camera instead. Saving just a little bit of time. Running on the outside
Going
of the
left
pillars.
side out of... Oh, man.
Yep. Just these tiny time saves. Minuscule, but they will add up.
Now,
Andy
the lily
full
pad
board.
bugs be nice. Jumping right between the lily pad bugs. You
Yep.
love to see it. But still generally okay lily pad bugs.
TGD got one of the early frames there on waterfall side hop, so he has a claw shot up. Still faster than failing it, though.
It is still faster than just going straight down the waterfall. Yep.
Andy getting kind of trolled by those messengers, but picking it up just fine.
We're an hour into the race.
How does everyone feel?
I feel okay.
Yep, same. Wow, TGD really getting bullied by those bugs, evading him just out of his range.
It looked like maybe he would get a double hit the second.
Yeah, I was
attack,
hoping
but
for it.
Not quite. TGD
Yes,
is going
Guy.
apple.
I concur with TGD. I think that if you're hungry, you should have an apple. I might go have an apple shortly. Not a lot of rupees around either for Beast. Guess his rupee count might not be fine. Actually, 57
57
after
is
Isa.
really
That's
nice.
fine. Yeah, that's totally good.
Having an extra yellow rupee earlier in the run, it's
It helps a lot,
plenty.
yeah.
Now Andy's turn for waterfall side hop, I believe.
Yep, a little bit. That was
Very early. Or
he
weird
also
angle.
he buffered early and was at an angle. It was very strange to see. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not.
Andy comfortably having the fewest rupees out of the bunch.
Yeah. Hopefully he's able to make up some rupees. Might have to get that red rupee chest in Arbiter's Grounds.
Which is not a big time loss at all.
Nope.
We still try to avoid it. Now we've got the running forward for a couple of minutes section.
Yep.
I suppose
everybody's-
Beast was already at the end of it.
Yeah,
I've been paying attention.
that makes one of us. Isa is sick of living in the boonies.
I would be too.
Yeah, can't really blame her. Beast nailing the easiest messenger fight in the game. I still don't fully understand. You just saw it on Andy's screen, but the optimal way to swim there when you're jumping out of Isa's and into this section here. I'm sure that there's been science done on it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Just sort of go based on vibes.
unsurprisingly, none of the runners howling at the Isostone now, which would be indicative of the Zora armor route.
Can someone go to the bathroom for me? Yeah, in a little bit if you like. You can go for the bathroom for you in about half an hour. I assume, just like Beast did just now, the rest of the runners will be doing the manipulation to get that Castletown bug to drop soon.
Another small time save that doesn't have major consequences if you fail, but is definitely worth it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's just, there's no reason not to go for it. Pretty fast fires House Bug from Beast. Nice, very stylish side hop there from TGD. Unfortunately, getting hit by the bug, so having to come out of senses and pick it up a little bit slower than normal.
Fortunate. Now in the Kargarok section, there are a few things we can do to save time. Most notably is skipping the first bug, getting it later, which we'll see Beast do. I imagine Beast is going for just the optimal routing.
Yeah.
Trying to dash the whole time. TGD opting not to be-charge the bug behind
Yeah, I
fire
noticed that
sounds.
as well. It was kind of interesting. Clean teeth, clean movement, indeed.
And looks like Dean failing them in it.
Yeah. But wasn't too slow anyway. That bug can really troll you. It can hang around for a long time up there.
Two bugs left in the Twilight for Beast. A few more for the rest.
Bad RNG from that penultimate bug for Beast.
And I believe neither of us are going to be using a kazoo this fight. But
I don't own one.
I don't either. Glad that's settled.
Yep.
But you can imagine that we're just using kazoos to imitate the noises of the game.
Yeah. Just use your imagination. Andy really got trolled by that Castletown bug. He really was sitting there for a while.
That's interesting. That's not a time loss I think about very often, that 3 of the 4 runners losing time.
Yeah.
Little ways there.
Beast opting to do the strategy where he keeps Derek on screen and just sort of tracks him, as opposed to sitting and waiting with NC up.
Yeah, the bug will only attack you when it's on screen, and it's on a timer. So keeping it on screen makes it attack as fast as possible, or as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Very clean fight from Beast.
Not yet, we don't know. Aha!
Pretty clean fight from Beast. Never mind, it's not clean anymore.
It's kind of dirty.
Maybe that was the toothbrushy action he needed.
Yeah, he should have used the toothbrush on Derek. Stupidest wolf, unfortunate. TGD opting to shoot a dance music video. And not getting it back up, so getting nailed in the face by Derek, unfortunately. A little bit of time lost there. But yeah, Derek's RNG is strange, and I don't understand it. Is Big Bug's name Derek? Yes, it is. Although technically, I spell it D-E-R-E-K, but technically his name is spelled D-E-R-R-I-C-K.
And old school runners just call it the boss bug.
That's true, yeah. Named by... I'm checking. Never mind, he's not in the master post.
TGD getting the final animation skip.
Dean also correcting the spelling there. Thank you, Dean. Beast luckily did not die jumping down from Zora's domain.
Yeah, Wolf takes double damage, and jumping down there, you can get 4 hearts of damage, I believe. It's
if you
kind
hit
of
the ground.
tragic.
Do howl, indeed. Remember to howl the second time at Eyes' Howling Stone, so that you are able to get the ending blow. Wow, I can speak. Did a weird clip into the water?
Oh,
yeah, you did actually. Interesting.
If you had called Midna right at that moment,
Yeah, I was about to say
you would have been able to get to Lake Bed.
Yeah,
that's the
which you absolutely should do. Saves time.
We definitely need to go back to Lake Bed right now. Yep.
I mean, you could. You might need some bombs to finish it, but nobody's stopping you. Well, it teaches of old past to you. Take sword in hand and find me.
Andy messing up the final hit as well.
Oh my goodness gracious! The little bits of raft that he kept on climbing onto accidentally and then jumping off of.
Doing a full circle around the bug.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Derek really trolling a couple people here. TGD, do howl. do howl Mash.
Opting to do a jump attack into an auto spin there from East.
Yeah, that is the fastest method I recall. Although sometimes the furthest Shadow Beast can completely ignore the spin at the end.
Suppose Beast would know. He did make the tutorial, which I did not watch.
It's a fairly good tutorial. He will lament that there are some small errors that he should correct. Nice dash hop, TGD. Some small errors that he needs to correct, but it is an excellent video, all told.
Yeah. Yeah, quite a few categories get clash up before Linear Twilight. 100% does as well.
Yes.
Few categories don't, but it is fairly common. Goldabeast now going for Norgor.
Getting it.
Getting it very well.
That single target method is extremely fast and very impressive looking.
Frame perfect bomb pull into the water, though a little bit lenient on the side hop, I believe.
Yes, there's a couple frames here. I think 6, 7 frames. Maybe 4.
Norgor, of course, being just a shortened way to say Goron bomb bag with normal bombs.
Which is extremely
Trick has a lot of names. Also, that I don't know how that gets shortened to Norgor, but it works.
Very intuitive acronym or shortening.
TGD opting not to go for it, unless he did.
Oh yeah, good point. No, I don't think he did. I think he's just not going for it, opting for safety, because going for Norgor and failing it costs on the order of like a minute and a half, I think.
Somewhere around there, yeah. And Beast now going into Farron Province. Not Farron Province, Peak Province. They're very different places.
I mean, it may very well be. Maybe we're thinking about Wii orientation.
Even that, it's northwest compared to south.
South, yeah.
It's like Dean Machine will also just be dropping...
Yeah, TGD and
just
Dean...
destroying the evidence.
Yeah, good. But no, TGD and Dean exactly one emptying the bomb bag apart, which was kind of funny to watch. Your map was... Oh, I see. That's unfortunate.
I see.
Yeah, that is important for map glitch.
It is important for stealing the bomb bag by warping away.
Unfort. So, Beast with a fairly handy lead now.
Yeah, but the other three are still relatively close.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially if Andy goes for Norgor, which I don't know if he will.
It seems like he is.
Yeah, doing the warping strat. Or trying.
He'll get there eventually. Any day now.
Yep. Successfully warping away from Isa with the bombs.
At Bewilderbeast, don't howl.
Successfully did not howl.
Good work.
Alright, let's hope Andy can get Norgor. Would put him right back in the mix.
Andy also doing single target method. Failing it, unfortunately.
Missing it.
That is not an insignificant time loss. Norgor used to be a sort of a meme trick where it was only done if you were on a dead run, and it was just sort of a YOLO to save some time, because it is extremely punishing to fail.
Yeah, but the time save is too tempting for top DP runners sometimes.
Yep. It did used to only save a little bit of time, that's true. It does save significantly more, on the order of 40 seconds, I believe. Nowadays,
40 or
with
45.
our new understanding of how to steal bombs from Isa.
Shoutouts to G's.
Shoutouts to G's.
Looks like Bewilderbeast is not on a spiritual journey.
Unfortunate. He probably won't be getting any soup either.
Probably not.
R.I.P. Spiritual Soup %. Do we understand it even? I mean, if you don't, then fair enough. There's a lot of that at TGD. Don't howl. There's a lot of that in this game.
We could go back to the old days and just say that with the game gets confused.
The game gets confused. Yep.
As good of an explanation as any.
Beast, as will the rest of the runners, I assume, going to be trying to be jumping and spinning to stay airborne as long as possible for that little bit of time saved from not being on the ground, hitting all these weird vertices and angles.
Beast recently got the world record in the snowboarding minigame, but
yes,
that's an entirely different strat from this. Yeah. Using map glitch, you can just kind of jump all the way across the map.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think that I would be very impressed if somebody did map glitch snowboarding in an 80% race.
It would be quite shocking. It does not save time in an RTA context.
No.
Even for TAS.
And as we all know, TGD here demonstrating messenger skip to skip the messenger fight, which is the reason that blind snowboarding is a thing. If somebody was to not do messenger skip and instead, nice sick flip there, TGD.
Kicking the camera, SMH.
Yep. If somebody was to not skip the messenger fight and instead do it, then they would be able to do snowboarding sighted, because clearing a messenger fight is what clears the fog.
Yeah, the biggest side effect of blind snowboarding, well, one of the big effects is the rupees don't spawn on top of the trees. So sometimes we've had routes that have been tempted to just not go for it so you can get the treetop rupees, which are hard to get.
Beast approaching FFS, Final Freezered Skip. Also known by other worse names.
And looks like getting
looks
first
like it was
try.
right. Yep. He still has the second drop to do, but this one is far more lenient. Yep, looks good. So that is a manipulation that was discovered by, I believe, the randomizer community.
Yes, it was.
Which was thought initially for the first couple hours to only be possible with the randomizer's fast ladder climbing, but was found to be possible in the stock game as well. There's a frame perfect trick which saves about a second. in this category.
A second if everything else goes well, which
yes.
It all went well for Beast. Very good Snow Peak runes from Beast.
Yep, fairly tidy, I would say.
Assuming this fight goes well, which it did very well.
A practiced, seasoned runner will not have much difficulty with the Dark Hammer fight. Dean Machine taking a little bit of a severe angle there, I would say. A courageous angle. And bonking, unfortunately.
Looks like Andy's watching the sunset.
Yep. Scenic. Beautiful. Yes, that is also a way to get to the boss key room in AD context, which is why it saves so much time in that.
All dungeons and 100%. I'm not actually sure about 100%. You do the skip twice. Once to get to the Dark Hammer fight, once to get to the boss key room.
No way, Beast. That's rough. Yeah, rang equipped. On fort.
TGD opting to go for Ice Clip instead, which is slightly slower, but also sometimes more consistent.
And cooler, I would argue. No pun intended. Never mind. Pun completely intended.
Also a trick found somewhat recently.
Yes, within the past couple of years.
Which is notable for TP because most of the tricks in TP were found 2014 or earlier.
We say that a lot, but I think that like the past couple of years have been sort of a renaissance with new tech.
Yeah.
Like we've had Lord Skip, we've had the new Norgor, we've had new Lake Bed, we've had Ice Clip, FFS, Bomb Boost, even Ice Boost.
Yeah, that's true.
Like lots of cool new tech and tricks that we found. Oh, Dean, slightly off on that lineup, plunging to the depths of the bottomless void that all mansions have. Often go for the claw shot safe strat.
Beast now doing Lakebed Bosky Skip.
The only Bosky Skip in their game.
You can also say is just Bosky Skip. Because,
yep.
Yeah. Very nicely done. From Dean Machine.
Yeah. Beast shooting the claw shot into Arju's face. Wherever he is. TGD, yep, the door has a little bit of a corner there. Gotta be careful about that. Alright, I assume a very clean 2-bomb out of Beast. I don't think he'll go for 1-bomb RNG unless it's very, very good.
Beast has gone for 1-bomb in races before. I wouldn't be surprised if the RNG is right.
I think it would have to be very good.
Team
or
Machine
he'll just prove me wrong.
Team Machine at a half heart here. It's a good thing that they save more out of this fight.
Mm-hmm. Dean Machine, please try not to jump into the ice wall when you're trying to skip the 100 rupee text.
And Andy getting knocked down to the lower part on snowboarding should be recoverable.
Yeah,
that's one of the few
scary, but he got there.
That works. Yeah,
that's excellent RNG from Beast. This looks doable. He's going for it. Fails it, unfortunately. He'll have time to refill his air and go again for a 2-bomb.
Still has a very healthy lead.
Yep. Morpheal might not notice him. She has. Don't get sucked.
Thanks, Eel.
Very nice. There's a little sweet spot there where you can get boots on and not get sucked in.
Ooh. Having to pull the claw shot twice, but that should be enough time to finish the fight. Very nice.
That was close, though.
Bombs are fairly limited in this run, so getting a 2-bomb is always welcome, even if a 1-bomb is optimal.
Indeed, especially if you're going for Stallard Skip later on. Andy also electing to do the floor clip and I assume FFS.
Most likely. Losing a bit of time on the floor clip, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But it's a finicky trick. And
Picking up a
getting the
cannonball.
ball.
Nice ball, Andy. Good luck on Moorfield, TGD. I'm not sure if he got it that time. Yeah, no, unfortunately. That time might have worked.
It's like a third try from Andy.
Mm-hmm. Which doesn't save any time, but it is cool.
Interesting targets there.
And Dean Machine on his way into the Moorfield boss room as well.
If Moorfield doesn't behave, Dean Machine could jump ahead of TGD.
Absolutely.
I would expect TGD to be able to pull this off really well. But
Yes, he's not really a one-bomb type, but he is a fairly consistent two-bomb runner.
there's definitely RNG in the eel fight.
Yes, not an insignificant amount. Most of it is reactable, but sometimes she can really do something wonky.
Sometimes she just ignores you.
Rough RNG there from TGD. Definitely not a one-bomb.
Going straight up.
This is very scary, actually.
As long as the eel goes down, it should be recoverable.
Yeah, she's coming down pretty good. Yeah, this is doable.
And Dean Machine failed the first cycle.
Oh dear.
It didn't
That's
hit the eye.
very scary. He's gonna commit to it.
Wisely
Seems like.
deciding to refill air.
Nope. He came out of neutral when going for the bomb air refill, so failed, unfortunately. Wow, that was a great save. I'm surprised that didn't rocket link. Generally, if I have a bad time with the second cycle skip, I just sort of let myself drown and don't commit any more bombs to it. Because committing more bombs to this...
And only getting one hit there. Spawning the bomb fish and making it very difficult.
Yeah.
Gonna refill air again
Still
and
committing.
hopefully we'll be able to.
Yeah. I would argue inadvisable, but Dean has a better time than I do, so what do I know? Alright.
And getting the eye and finally getting to the second phase. But
he's
not
going to be starting
pulling out
from
a
the
bomb.
ground. Also, TGD beat Morpheal, I guess. Idwa and Eel. Alright. Louise glitch from Beast. Pause champ.
Not quite.
Nope. He was 2 for 2 yesterday. Or
I
his past 2
imagine
runs,
we'll
rather.
see him going for rope skip. We'll see.
Yes, he's been very consistent with rope skip recently, so I still need to practice it a bit, get it consistent. Dean really, yeah. Starting from the ground during Morpheal is extremely punishing because oftentimes on that first go around she will not notice you. A 127 lake bed from TGD, he says. I don't believe him though. I want to see the split.
Opting to get the heart container, so
Wisely, I would argue.
the eel's still not being nice to Dean.
Beast missing rope skip for the first time in several days. So that's what it looks like when it fails. It is still possible without the cutscene though, as we learned fairly recently.
I'd even say it's easier without the cutscene.
A couple question marks in chat from Beast. Yep.
Oh, they
Morpheal
patched
is a reference to Morpha from Ocarina of Time.
the boss of the water temple in Ocarina of Time.
Yep.
Would
Similarly
make the
to
most sense.
Armagoma, who we don't see in this run, but is the boss of Temple of Time.
And Dean finishing up the Morpheal fight. It was a rough one.
Oh yeah, Beast got spotted on that third rope skip.
I want to say 6 bomb, but
we can find out in a minute.
much better than failing the fight entirely.
Yeah.
And Andy only getting 1 hit, already starting off bad.
7 bombs.
7 bomb?
He says.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, lots of there are a lot of nods to Ocarina of Time and outright references to Ocarina of Time in Twilight Princess, which is why I maintain that Twilight Princess is Ocarina of Time but good.
I can agree with that sentiment. Andy failing to pull a bomb. He's not
talking
be
to an extra cat.
Andy's going to drown.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate for Andy. He might be able to pillar save.
Maybe.
I don't know if he'll go for it, but we'll find out. Good luck on Louise glitch, TGD. Not getting it, unfortunately. Louise saying Varta.
And Andy
not
drowning.
going for pillar save.
That's an unfortunate time loss.
Yeah. That is the risk you run with trying to take that bomb pull right down to the wire. Because obviously you want to pull bomb as late as possible so you have enough time. You have the optimal amount of time to swim around and get in position before you have to refill air to maximize your air. But that's the risk you run where you might drown.
At least Andy's still having all 10 bombs. Just needs to do the Bosky skip again and try again.
Mm-hmm. Dean, I suppose, has just enough bombs for Arbiter's Grounds. He will be needing that bomb refill in City in the Sky, though. TGD not going for a rope skip.
Probably wise.
I would agree with that. Seems like Andy had some trouble with the Lake Bed Bosky skip, but I don't know what it was. He had to reset it up.
Yeah, first slash knocked him off of the...
Yeah. But into the boss room, no trouble. Good luck, Andy. Beast will be going for the wind cycle on the bridge. Hopefully he doesn't fail it horribly.
Yeah. Just need good movement to be able to hit the earlier wind cycle, but...
Yep. Doesn't have to be godlike, just has to be good.
Lots of things can still mess up.
Like the bridge itself. But
yeah, the bridge can decide not to exist, just on a whim. But very nice from Beast.
Yeah, that bridge is a lot of moving vertices that can sometimes expose gaps, which will lead Link to not collide with it. The guy downstairs saying WTF in the chat. We'll find out what that means in a couple seconds. Dean got Louise glitch.
Very nice from Dean.
That saves about 2 seconds. Yeah, most likely. So on Dean's feed, we just see the same cutscene that we've seen from TGD and Beast, but with the camera fixed in place. Saves just a little bit of time of the camera
was talking
cutting around.
about the Bulblin Archer, which looked like it would have gone into the water, but didn't quite make it.
Possible. At everyone, get Ending Blow. Good advice, Beast. At the guy downstairs. At Anarakis. Don't forget Ending Blow.
Thank you. Don't be like Thursday.
Don't be like Thursday.
Andy cutting it really close with this refill. But
nailing it, though. Unfortunately, Morpheus was in a really rough position there, so he's going to have to come down again and refill again. This looks like a good go-round, though. Morpheus should notice him. Yep. All of us, every time we fight Morpheus, we say, "Notice me, senpai."
All of us?
All of us. We all say it in spirit.
Alright, boss.
These runs are
live. There is a little bit of delay just because of Twitch stuff, but they are all doing these runs as we speak.
Indeed.
Andy drowning again.
Yikes.
No.
That is a massive time loss. Neither of us commentators here are racing, though. Except for me. I am twitch.tv/DMachine42. Much to everyone's shock. I found this cool AI voice changer of the Prince of None.
Can you send me a link?
Yeah, sure. Hang on. Go ahead and send that. There you are.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Beast enjoying this 18-second ladder. What a thrill. Andy's lake bed so far has looked remarkably similar to my original few lake beds. How easy is the speedrun compared to other Zeldas? I have not run any other Zelda games. The general consensus that it is fairly difficult relative to other Zelda speedruns.
It depends. The easiest Zelda speedrun to learn is the game you care the most about, in my opinion, in my experience. I will say TP is one of the best documented of the Zelda games.
Objectively.
On ZeldaSpeedRuns.com, we have a lot of tutorials and tricks. But if you're motivated to learn a Zelda game, you can learn a Zelda game, whichever one it happens to be.
Indeed.
I personally find Majora's Mask to be the hardest to learn. Maybe the Wind Waker.
I think you should follow your dreams and do what you love. Oh dear, Andy missing that second phase skip. This looks savable. Okay.
Drowning once more.
Yeah. That was really unfortunate, Andy. Thanks for coming.
Please learn Spirit Tracks.
Don't, by the way. Spirit Tracks is a bad game. Hate to say it.
Fair, though. Wildebeest zooming out to reduce lag.
Mods, can we rein in at Silver Alchemic in chat, being very disrespectful of the commentary? Spirit Tracks does have a great soundtrack. I would agree with that.
I'd say I should play it again, but there's a new Zelda game coming out in a few days that I definitely want to play first.
Is there really?
Yeah, something.
Oh. I hadn't heard of that.
Don't remember what it is. It's some minor game.
I hope it's a remake of Oracles of Ages Seasons.
It would be nice to see those games get a remake.
I would love to see those get a remake. Trez, you wouldn't. Fucking boomer. Gamer Tears of the Queendom.
Beast now going for Bulblin Camp Skip. I believe he's been going for a side hop method recently.
He has been, yeah.
It's very rare, but apparently saves time. Side hopping and ending up in the King Bulblin 3 fight.
Respect my authority. Alright, Trez. I apologize. What can I do for you, sir? Clinging KB3 from Beast.
It's
TV3,
true.
of course.
Trez could just turn this stream around.
He could, yeah. Trez could at any moment cut my audio feed.
At World's Greatest Dad.
TGT, staring at sand. Never mind, he stopped. World's Greatest. Good idea, I like it.
Very
All the
respectable.
feeds back, it's taking us back to Orden. The ultimate back in time, indeed. I'm going to change my Discord name to World's Worst Dad.
Fair.
I'm going to never turn around ever.
Wildebeest now entering Arbiter's Grounds, and what would you say about Arbiter's Grounds? What would you like to say to Arbiter's Grounds, Prince?
Those two things are very different. What I would say about Arbiter's Grounds is that it is a highly technical dungeon with a lot of interesting tricks and skips. What I would say to Arbiter's Grounds is not fit for Twitch.tv. So, I will hold my tongue on that front.
But I'm sure all three of these runners will be able to get through with minimal time losses.
Yep,
I'm sure
they
there
will
is
all
nothing that they will lose any time on.
Nothing will go wrong in Arbiter's Grounds. That's true. They could any of the runners could do the first back in time ever done if they reset on just the right frame here in the first room of Arbiter's Grounds. B is going to be going for Poe cutscene skip. Missing it, unfortunately.
Missing it. No.
Going to be a major time loss.
Yeah, having to go and actually get the 4 Poes. Or at least 3 of them.
Only 3 of them, hopefully. TGD, you should go for the Zac strat here. Never mind. Unfortunate. Dean, you should go for it. I want to see somebody do it.
Not familiar with that strat.
It's not like a strat, but hitting the very edge of the gate and the boar getting stuck during the cutscene.
Oh yeah, that one. Didn't know that was a Zac strat.
It's a thing that I saw Zac do. I don't know if he started it, but
I know Dean has done it.
oh yeah, Dean has done it. Nice Poe 1 skip, by the way, Beast. It's the minimum that I expect. TGD, that was a really smooth first room.
TGD did a while abk.
You did a while abk? Interesting.
That is what TGD said.
Yeah. Intentionally get the bonk, thank you, Dean.
Next room is Poe 4, which is the first Poe we fight.
Yep, it
And,
makes perfect sense.
We'll make it fast.
Yep, whichever one of the 4 Poes that sort of glows here in the first segment of the fight, there is a predetermined movement to manipulate the Poes to spin fast as soon as possible.
Deciding to spin around at least 3 cycles now. 3 cycles.
Yep. Beast doing the manipulation correctly.
Going over to the door to the Poe's doing another extra cycle.
Yep. Another extra cycle.
This is the RNG we can't do much about.
Yep. And getting a bad spawn on the Poe. And missing the spin. Yeah. This is the... Beast is attempting the fastest way to do this fight, which is luring them over here and then trying to chomp the one that he hopes will light up in front of the door. But it's fairly inconsistent, but it is fast if you get it right.
TGD missing Po 1 skip, unfortunately, going a little too far left.
This looks a little scary, yeah. You mentioned earlier how you had heard that Fair and Escape is one of the first things to go. I would say that for me, Po 1 skip is one of the first things to go when I'm rusty.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a trick you definitely need a good feel for.
Yeah.
To do well.
A lot of moving parts to it. But
at least it's not the old strat for Po 1 skip.
I strongly agree.
Back up.
Is German faster? Yes. For this category, 90% German is slightly faster because of some bomb bag text.
That number used to be 5.6 seconds faster. I don't think it's quite that much anymore. Uh, 2.8 seconds is how much faster it is now.
Nice. Nice semi-speed bubble from Beast.
That's our job, Sky.
Why don't you guys get a room? That's not my job. Speak for yourself.
It's my job.
I'm the TP Zoomer. I don't care about this fucking rooftop back in time and, you know, Boko pushing.
I am the TP Boomer, even though we are very similar in age.
Extremely consistent Po 2 room here from Beast. Never fails.
Yeah, I love that Po 4 is the first one we fight, and then Po 2 and Po 3 are in their right order.
Yep.
So it's just Po 1 and Po 4 that we get confused.
Okay, I need to step in here and get this child out of my sight.
All right, okay, go on. Go on, Trez.
You know, we've been suffering through, like, 15 years, no, only like 12 for me, of shitty strats and pushing bokoblins and having to get water bombs in Water Temple in City in the Sky and all that stuff just for you, Zoomer, to come in, get like a super simple speedrun that like a child can do.
Yep.
And then shit on our strats.
That's
Are you
right.
serious?
Yep. I love my easy baby speedrun for babies.
Yeah.
Some choose to still do Boko pushing, to be fair, Trez.
And
yeah, let him do
lunatics.
it.
I am the one person that... So
Exactly.
Don't talk to me again before you get sub 530 bokoblin pushing. I'm out.
I guess I'll
Has
turn on my
anyone
Wii
other
right
than
now.
Viva done that?
I'm turning on my Wii as we speak. You NSQ motherfuckers are fucked.
You just said NSQ.
I did, yeah. Stay mad.
Get out.
I'm on my quest to piss off every TP boomer. How am I gonna piss off Skyrion?
I think my
no,
fastest,
I just won't hold L during bow.
I think my fastest Boko pushing is only a 536. I haven't gotten close to sub 530.
No source requirement, yeah. That's true, Beast. Yeah, same. I mean, if you do, what, 265 attempts of NSQ, that, like,
Did you just say no save and quit?
that get to the cage break, then you've pushed 530 Bokos.
In machine getting the red rupee chest.
As we expect, yeah. Oh, right, there's a race happening, I forgot.
They need to be at 300 rupees leaving this dungeon so that they can repair the cannon going to City in the Sky next. Let's see if Bewildebeest does his signature blue rupee strat.
I hope so.
Already has 300 rupees, but you never know.
Unfortunate. Cowardice, if you ask me. And TGD will be totally fine on rubies after the next room. Beast opting to do human movement here in this room. We'll see how it goes.
Saves a few seconds if everything goes well, which in my experience, not everything goes well.
Very few things go well in my experience. All
Beast
right, apart
very
from that
well
bomb,
practiced at it, and
very clean. Didn't even need the brake slide.
hopefully the second part will also be clean.
Holy Fukik, says the guy downstairs, having some difficulty. Nice brake slide, Beast.
It's
Yeah, getting really hassled by those stall troopers, or stalking even.
at a quarter heart in 03 room.
Very scary. Picking up that heart.
Just in
Yep.
time to get hit again. But getting through alive.
Synchronized Poe get from Dean and TGD. Very nice. Different pose, but same cutscene.
I mean, Steam Machine and TGD aren't more than about a minute apart.
No, it's not a massive gulf of difference. Good luck on DSS, Beast. For those who are not in the know, there is a super jump you can do as Wolf to skip this fight. It's fairly precise, but these runners are all very well practiced at it.
Shoutouts to Samu for being the first one to actually go for it and get it in a run.
Yep. Samurai Man, world-renowned Metroid speedrunner.
Just fueling Skyrion and Trezco's nostalgia even more by saying that name.
Yep, well practiced. That's what I said. All right, Beast having to do the started unsticking back up here. That's a strange position.
It's a strange camera angle more.
Yeah, true. TGD also
now
opting to do human movement.
And
Missing that brake slide,
missing
unfortunately.
the auto roll.
Yeah, the auto roll.
Steam Machine having 3 hearts more than TGD had in this room.
Yep. Third try DSS from Beast.
Still
TGD,
got
that
a
was
very
an
healthy lead.
excellent 0.5 human movements there, TGD. And Beast picking up the Dreadhead. And TGD blowing himself up. Again on a quarter heart, never mind. Again on 1 1/4 hearts.
Monka S point right heart.
Yep. Good luck on DSS, TGD. You have a lot of time save against Beast if you can get it first try. And Beast, I assume, on his way to Stellar Skip, setting up his metronome.
Most likely. Setting the metronome to 152 beats per minute.
That is going to be used to time a bomb boost at the end of Stellar Skip.
Possibly turning on Message in a Bottle by The Police, which has the same tempo. Oh, you use 153 now? Neat. Then turning on Hey Jealousy by the Gin Blossoms, which has the same tempo.
This looks good from TGD, just has to time it. Yep, very clean DSS, TGD.
Very nice.
All right, Trez, you can go ahead and tell that to Bewildebeest. I certainly won't be telling that to Bewildebeest. Nice brake slide there, Dean. Human movement. Nailing it.
Yeah, very well done.
You felt the entire stellar fight. Yeah, that was... gonna co-sign you on that one, Dean. That was fucking sick. The BNC
Yeah,
strats
even if
as well.
having to use the ball and chain, still very nice.
Dean doing the brake slide method. Oh, side hops. Yep, brake slide. That was stylish as fuck. Dean playing out of his goddamn mind.
Time to see Stallard skip, I assume. Hopefully.
It would be funny if he just completely faked us out and fought Stallard. Doesn't look like it's the case, though.
Yeah, going to the left of Stallard, going straight to a point in the sand so that one of the stall troops will spawn. Precise claw shot aiming to get a certain angle.
Position set up. It's got to
aiming at the bottom pixel of the stall troop.
Yep.
And then do a very precise set of L slides to get the stall troop in the corner.
A little bit early on.
Just missing it. Looks like Dean Machine opting to kill Death Sword instead of the skip.
Yep.
Probably just bad RNG, I would imagine.
Beast is going to be attempting the trick again. If he gets it fast, it will break even. Or no, it does still save time on the second try if you miss the first CAD.
Yeah, in total the trick saves about 1 minute and 40 seconds. Done perfectly. That looks like a good angle.
Whee!
Taking a tour around the room, very nice.
Yep.
Not nice for Beast, but...
Taking Joseph for a ride.
And TGD
is rapidly gaining ground. I assume also going to be trying to skip him, so... Yep,
does
going for
look like
skip.
it.
The lead may change hands here. Same position setup as Beast.
And generally the favorite. Most people go for this one.
Indeed.
Beast does have one more bomb than TGD. And Beast getting the stall troop in the correct position third try.
TGD missing it first try, unfortunately. Fast L slide there into the wall. Now he's just got a bomb boost past the gate and out of the arena.
There's a 3-frame window if everything is lined up correctly.
Nails it.
Very nice.
Beast
leaving Arbiter's Grounds ahead of everyone else.
Yep.
I know Dean can do Stallard skip, but considering he hasn't touched the game for a while, maybe won't be
he may
for
not.
It this run.
Or he may. We'll find out.
EGD hesitant with his angle.
Again, same result. And Beast will be finishing this messenger fight and then heading over to City in the Sky. He's got a warp cack, Pepegaphone, warp cack, and then warp the cannon, repair it.
Nice sword from Beast.
Into the dungeon he goes. 3-person layout would be optimal, I would argue. The 3-up scene, you would say in the business. Good luck, TGD.
Missing it again.
Yeah.
I'm failing the L slide. Looks like Dean Machine will be going for Stallard skip.
Yep. So now Dean Machine has a chance to pick up a lead over TGD.
Looks like a nice L slide.
Yep,
nice
very clean
CAD
from Dean. First
Very
try
well
CAD, the only one.
Very well might jump into second place here. First try pillar clip, and hopefully the bomb boost goes well. I don't know what strat Dean uses for the bomb boost.
That position was a little bit scary there, TGD. But he got... Wow,
Still
that's
getting it.
impressive. All right, TGD, good luck. Same for you, Dean. Buffering the bomb boost. Nice.
Getting it.
First
very
try
nice.
Styler skip from Dean Machine, the only one in the race.
And assuming TGD can get this, it looks like all of them are on potential for sub 3 or very low 3-hour pace.
Yep.
TGD going early.
Just slightly early. Yeah, Dean, my heart would be racing too. I wonder if Dean or TGD is going to yep, he's attempting the trick again.
So after Arbiter's Grounds, there's about an hour left into the run. I don't know if Beast got anything better than 58-30 something. 58-30 is about the best that we've had in the community.
After the CAD, yeah. Alright, Beast heading to the sky.
But Beast has been having very clean endgames recently. From what I understand, at least.
Missing that CAD once more, unfortunately, from TGD. Electing to fight Styler.
It's unfortunate. That's a lot of attempts just to end up fighting Styler anyway.
Yeah. Dean, you did back in ball and chain strats during Arbiter's Grounds. I am curious to see if he's going to be doing oh wow, TGD really getting elbow bitched here. But I'm curious to see if Dean's going to get the city bombs, because technically he doesn't need any more. Yeah, he has 2 bombs.
Yeah, getting the city bombs, it loses quite a bit of time, but it can be good for safety.
Yeah.
We do just need 2 bombs left in the run.
Yeah,
for
but
the
it would save time later on during Hyrule Castle to have more bombs.
It's the great debate, isn't it? Is it worth it?
I'm sure we can time it and find out.
I know someone's timed how much it loses to get them, but I can't remember the exact number.
Yeah, TGD, it's rough. It's a hard trick, bro. Beast skipping the fan trigger. Good job.
Opting not to have the 2013 nostalgia of going through the second half of the dungeon.
You people. Okay, nobody wake up Styler on TGD's feed. Everybody be quiet. Oh, what the hell? He woke up anyway. Spooky clockwork. You woke up Styler. Now he has to fight phase 2.
Ooh, interesting. Beast opting for the boomerang and LJA strats here instead of the claw shot.
Yeah. Nice early knockdown from TGD.
A few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But don't see a lot of runners going for that.
Nice single cycle second phase there from TGD.
Stallard skip launching Dean Machine right up into second and not being so kind to TGD.
Yeah, it is the hardest trick in this run. I don't think anyone would argue with me about that.
I definitely wouldn't argue with you.
Some precise movement and side hops there from Beast to skip a cutscene that Argarok would normally go and destroy that bridge. Saves a little bit of time, especially on the save warp after double claw shots.
Looks like that wasn't a worse segment for TGD, so
nice.
Saved 5 seconds over his worst segment.
Excuse me.
Very optimal. There is an RTA strat for City in the Sky Small-Key Skip.
Yep.
But it requires the jump strike.
Which would be a little bit slower to get in this route.
Yeah, that's the 6th hidden skill, would require a lot of howling and a lot of wolves. But Bewildebeest has done some IL attempts with it, and I believe the IL world record has that strat.
I believe so, yes. But yeah, Beast and G's put their heads together to find that some months ago.
But no one has done the task strat for City in the Sky Small-Key Skip.
Yep. If you want to give it a shot, there's $100 in it for you. Courtesy of Gymnast86. The routing in Hundo doesn't work out that way, unfortunately. But in a theoretical all hidden skills run, possible.
It could be viable, I think, in like 100% plus, maybe even low transforms. Hard to say.
They should be raised. When I have some more money laying around, I'll throw it into the pot.
Dean Machine also opting to go for boomerang strats here. Well, at least for the first LJA, then switching over to Claw Shot.
I don't know if anyone was watching Beast's feed, but he just used the Claw Shot to spook the Leeds Alphos into jumping off to the side.
You do need the small key for 100% plus, but you could also just go back later. We have to do the rest of that half of the dungeon as well.
Yep.
I don't know. It probably wouldn't end up being worth it with the strat taking as much time as it does.
It would be cool, though. There we are.
Wildebeest now going for the Uku jump, which, well,
it looks like this.
Looks like this.
I
don't know that it should be called Uku jump, considering that Uka is not named Uku, probably. Unless they're all named Uku.
Hearts.
Are they
might
all
go for the
named
Kermit jump. He is going for the Kermit jump. Nice. Half a heart for Arafo skip.
This is perfect for a no save and quit run where you have to death warp out of the fight. But not quite so perfect for an any percent run where dying in this fight would be very bad.
Uka jump, yeah.
Maybe Uka jump. We could just go back to saying man chicken jump. That's also good.
Uka jump is also how I would describe the mini boss. Fairly speedy Arafo skip there from Beast.
Pretty nice from Beast.
And TGD entering City in the Sky. There's no RNG in Uka jump as far as I'm aware.
It can sometimes feel like that, but it's just the way you approach the corner. You can have different
Synchronized door opening from Base and Dean. Yeah, high-fiving across the gap of the multiverse.
In Machine doing 4 LJAs by the look of it.
Getting hit by a Koos might be 5.
Getting across the room just fine. We'll be seeing a new trick up on Wildebeest's screen soon.
Yep.
Called Kai Clip after the person who found it.
Yep. Power Gamer Kai. So Beast is going to claw shot up here and then stand over to the side on a fin and then claw shot a fairly precise position on this grate right there. And then he will then be able to claw shot a small claw shotable portion of the upper grate right up there. Maybe. Never mind, he had a bad position. Should have used a setup. But ideally, he'll be able to claw shot that upper grate above this one and clip right through this one.
Skip a very laggy section. Getting it second try.
Yep.
Now going to be heading over to the boss of City in the Sky of Argarok.
It is a very cool skip. It was discovered a month ago, I think, by this point. Also possible on Wii, and is also possible on Wii glitchless.
Yeah, it's, as far as I can tell, easier on Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Wii has some interesting things with the claw shot. You can also clip through vines with only the claw shot on Wii.
True.
And bombs on.
Did HD ever get it working? Good question. At
I don't
HD
know if
Runners. Do we have any HD Runners in present company?
It's not the motion controls that make it easier, it's the way the game handles aiming. It's
Yeah.
a third-person aiming instead of first-person.
Yeah, there's a wider sort of variance of angles that you can achieve. Dean not going for the Kermit jump.
He's clashing right into the corner of that one. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, I assume for the shortest drop off of it.
Likely.
Beast has Fan Tower down to a science. Dean Machine in Arafo skip room. Good luck. Doing the Iron Boots setup for position. The pixel should be there. I don't know what's happening. There it is. Nice.
Almost
Little
getting Terran.com/TP'd, but
Almost got Terran, but
it's
not
just
quite.
fast enough.
Yep.
TGD running over the Baba.
I think it's a vehicular manslaughter. Vehicular Baba slaughter, I suppose. Beast with a pretty good Rob shot. Yeah, the white paper is still undergoing peer review. I think if somebody was to write a thesis on Twilight Princess, it would be Beast.
There are a few that pop into mind.
That would be Shad, actually. Good point. Feels Shad, man. Unfortunately, Beast did miss Kargarok Cool Game. Or Argarok Cool Game, rather. Anno? No, he would never do it. Cool Tile Worm LJA, TGD.
Believe Dean Machine will be going for Kite Clip as well.
I
Hopefully
assume
see
so.
a first try.
Nice double hand grab. He is going for it, and he's doing what looks like gym setup. My personal favorite. Yep, this is gym setup.
I need to mess with the trick more. I couldn't get any setup working consistently.
This one is a little bit temperamental, but as long as you aim a little bit to the right of what feels wrong. Yeah. Even the setups are fallible. That looks good. Oh, he's retrying. I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, just slightly off again.
Beast jumping off the edge, which resets Argarok's cycle and saves about 3 seconds.
Oh, I just do it because I'm scared of Argarok.
That too. But fortunately facing its fears and going to now do a flame cancel.
I don't know if I would have abandoned that one so soon. That looked like there might have been a pixel there. Referring to Dean's feed. Hi, Shep.
It's like TGD now going into
There it is.
Air Alpha skip.
Got the one frame boots equipped. Alright, TGD doing the sword slash setup. And he had the pixel there for a moment. Gotta get it back. And this might be good. Yeah, opting to abandon that attempt.
TGD feels like he's been at constantly low hearts the entire run. Now at a half heart.
I certainly don't intend on intruding on their conversation, so. Although I guess
getting your off skip second try pretty well.
The Prince of Neon is kind of close. I don't know. Do I get a pass, gentlemen? Nice flame skip from Beast.
I can't even construe my name a way that would end in Neon.
Yeah, unfortunate. It's not like anything major happened in 2020 that would cause someone to, you know, not do the things they were normally doing. So, totally understandable, Shep. Very clean fan tower from Dean. Only a tiny bit of hesitation there on that last claw shot, but he made it just fine. Yeah, if you give an Eevee a live split stone, it evolves into Anarakion.
Dean having a little trouble opening the door there, getting blocked by the chain.
It happens. There was the one time that I was like, the Hyrule Castle boss door was giving me a lot of trouble. Like just was not working for the life of me. Nice double hand grab, TGD.
TGD now going for kite clip.
Yep, setup list.
Hopefully will be fairly clean.
Oh, looks good.
Looks good.
Yep. Very fast. Showing that setup list is faster if you get the setup list correct. It is Beast, yeah. It's because I couldn't find the boss key. Getting the one frame pop up there, TGD did. And Beast exiting City in the Sky.
Just as Dean starts the fight, and TGD is now heading toward the fight. He's now going to one of the dungeons of all time.
I could not possibly agree more.
Also
my
Twilight.
Firm opinion.
Another dungeon with a lot of small optimizations, which Beast is really good at.
Yes, Beast, I believe, unless something cataclysmic has happened, holds the world record for pretty much all of the Palace of Twilight ILs.
I believe that's accurate. I will double check, though. One of the dungeons of all time. That's right, Trez.
Yep.
Yep, holds the record for both of the ILs.
Yep, unequivocally is a dungeon.
A dungeon that can be very unforgiving to new runners, but none of these runners are new.
And maybe slightly less new runners, who are bad.
That is true.
I wouldn't know about that, though.
So Beast opting to stay a wolf, which will save a little bit of time in this room if he can get a fast strat on the Xantet.
Very nice fan tower there, TGD. A lot of mine carts, unfortunate.
Getting the fast strat and very nice first run from Beast.
It occurs to me there are two dungeons that could be in Zelda.
A total of 7. Sorry. A total of 7 small keys in Palace of Twilight.
Yep. And you need all of them.
Even low percent gets all 7.
If you can figure out a way to skip any of the small keys, please let us know in the Discord.
Or just DM me.
Or just DM Anarakis. Or me, really.
Or Fino. DM
Or
Fino.
Yeah. Or Dragonbane. If you're curious about how these runners are doing Argorok quickly, there's a strategy called Flame Skip, where you can manipulate Argorok via your position to stop breathing fire a little bit faster, which means that you can claw shot onto him a little bit sooner. As well as the strat that TGD just showed off, where you can claw shot very quickly back onto Argorok after pulling him down the first time. Beast, assumingly having his headphono on for Phantom Zant, where you can hear his spawn relative to where you're standing using stereo audio. Fastest strat here is 2 quick spins, and then 3 quick spins.
And looked like fairly good RNG as well, though having to go all the way across the arena for the second.
That you're okay. The fastest strat for any percent. Good point of note.
Throwing the soul early to skip some mid-attacks that honestly runners sometimes forget exists.
Yeah. And also a little bit of that cutscene there. L slide. Yep. Just like during Styled Skip, you can pick up those souls and L slide to save just a tiny hair of time where you would otherwise be moving.
Flex on Wii runners.
Oh, can 80% do that? I didn't know that. Okay. Never mind, I was wrong.
Argorok giving a little bit of trouble to Dean Machine.
Yeah. Given his rust, it's very understandable for Flame Skip to be a little bit hairy.
Yeah, the basic concept behind it is you go low enough that Argorok thinks you've fallen, and then stops shooting flame because of it. But if you go too far down, Argorok turns towards you, and you just have to do it again. If you don't go far enough down, then you just have to do the fight normally.
Yep. Argorok feels bad for you, exactly. He's like, where are you going? Wait, stop. I'll stop breathing fire, I promise. Pet the argy-wargy. Beast making quick work of West Wing and on his way to East Wing to everyone's favorite room in the dungeon.
Which we refer to as Dumb Room, out of love.
Out of affection. We think it's so much fun. And it never goes poorly. Always goes correctly. I wasn't going to correct him, Sky. Textbook
very
stupid
nice
room
combo
there from Beast. That's Bully Beast showing us the way it should be done. And Dean, en route out of City in the Sky, going to be mashing B out of this cutscene just like Beast did to do a jump slash and land on this bridge here as opposed to landing in the water. Saves quite a good bit of time to be able to warp immediately. The silly room. Can't call it the foolish room though, because that would imply it has an ice trap in it. Beast just barely missing Spidey shot there. If either TGD or Dean can get Spidey shot, they might be able to pull up ahead. Full Hardy room, perhaps. Yeah, maybe. Might be allowable. Wide Godders. Trying to think of wide gods off the top of my head. The Buddha isn't a god, but he's the first to come to mind. Tom Hardy room? Yeah, sure. You merely adopted the stupid room. He was born into it, molded by it.
Phantoms aren't going counterclockwise. Just one move counterclockwise each time.
Yep.
Which is decent RNG for Beast.
It's pretty solid RNG, really. And in contrast to throwing the soul early during the last soul hand room, he's going to be dropping this one late for a similar reason of it will make him able to access these stairs before any of the mobs run up it. I didn't see the stupid until I was a man, but then it was nothing to me but blinding. Very nice run straight room there from Beast.
I mean, the room's not over yet.
Well, the run straight room, the run straight portion of this is finished. TGD just barely mistiming that minute charge. Going for that single attack kill.
Beast opting as usual to bully the Keys, except he missed all of them this time. He missed both of them.
Solid Phantom Zan fight there from Dean. Sorry, Beast.
I'm sure they missed you too.
Indeed. Beast assumedly will be saying goodbye to this cruel world after throwing the soul. Yep. Respectable light sword time there. Almost a gold.
Yeah, only about a second off. Wonder if he'll go for the Keys super jump.
I thought you were going to ask if he was going to go for TGD strats here.
I'm not sure what those strats are. Oh man. I'm sure I've done that before.
Alright, Dean going to be going for this L slide here to skip these squeebles spawning. Nails it. Every once in a while you can get the L slide correctly, but the squeebles will still spawn. Beast is doing DSS double soul skip, getting bad RNG, but eventually picking up that Koos. Observe.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Though, with that bad RNG, probably didn't end up saving time.
No, probably broke even, I would say. Getting some good health there. He's at full health in Palace of Twilight, a rare sight.
He's one of very few runners that know how to do that trick.
Yeah, co-discoverer alongside Zach Link. That was about a year ago at this point, I believe. Maybe a little bit more.
I guess we are getting quite a bit of new tech. Just not all of it super useful.
Indeed.
Hitting the 5th small key of the dungeon.
Beast is going to go through this LJA at Skyrion. First try, every time. Never fails.
Opting to buffer it, which makes it save even less time.
But it does look cool.
Going to go and kill the Xanted over to the left first, and then go get the boss key. It's the fastest way around the room.
Yep.
Though I don't know by how much. It saves like
About
1 cycle.
It's like 2 seconds, I think, isn't it?
Probably.
But yeah, since the Xant masks are on a cycle, you can drop down to catch them after getting the boss key. Nice LJA.
Bean Machine looking really low on health here.
Yeah. That's also Twilight. I will say, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, you can really see Beast shine here during this dungeon. Like, his gap has only widened.
This is not a dungeon I like to practice, but
Nor I.
Beast has done a lot of practice in this dungeon. It's very similar in all of the different categories in TP, except for Moon Jump, as Beast aptly pointed out before.
Yeah.
And, so,
TGD. That is really unfortunate. He was very bold in attacking that Xan mask. That was in between the final and penultimate platforms there, and unfortunately got knocked backwards.
The rough room is sad.
Same spawn. Yep, gotta be very careful there. And Dean at the second Phantom Xan fight. Fairly good RNG. At least manageable.
Ubi should go for the other LJ.
Yeah. Dean is going to be wanting some health here in backward stupid room if he can get it. TGD getting that one minute charge kill on that Xan mask there. Position dependent.
Heart did drop, but I imagine he won't be getting it.
Yeah, would lose a not insignificant amount of time.
But he did fail to get the claw shot up in time.
TGT going for Spidey shot. Just barely. It was really close. And Beast heading into that final room before Xant. If you haven't seen this run before, it's very entertaining. We know where and when these Shadow Beasts will all spawn. So we can just stand underneath them and spin. Looks like magic.
I don't know what the chance for Shadow Beast to drop hearts is, but usually you can start the Xant fight with full health.
Yep. And there is a fairly good chance that there's a fairy in the pot to the left of the boss room door.
Beast opting not to get that heart. Was he already at full health?
No, he's missing one heart. So he will not have great spin for this fight, unfortunately.
Ludicrous room? Yeah, okay.
Rash room. Sounds unpleasant. A lot of poison ivy or something.
I feel like it's just insulting to the TP community to call it simple room.
Well, his master had only one wunsch. That is to merge shadow and light and create darkness.
What a weird desire.
I agree. Wonder if he'll revise his desire at any point later.
Mean Machine doing a jump attack to say goodbye, cruel world.
Interesting. You don't see that very often.
And Zant forcing Beast to do one extra combo in the 4 simple phase.
Yeah. See if he gets the 1 cycle here in Dangoro phase.
The Zant fight can be very, very satisfying if done well.
Dean getting the hearts that are there, and I always forget exist.
Did indeed get the 1 cycle.
Yep.
Nice.
Shower of health for TGD there.
Okay, TGD did transform.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
fog was...
he didn't transform earlier.
Beast here, you just saw rolled towards the big Zant mask to reduce the amount of time that it would take to claw shot him.
Refilling his air to make it through the fight. These are the last 2 water bombs we'll need to use in the run.
Yep.
But Beast will have 3 more afterward that we can use in Hyrule Castle. Speed things up.
I wonder if Gene will go for Barrier 1 skip in Hyrule Castle.
It would be faster, considering no bombs.
Indeed.
Though the ball and chain strat is pretty sick there.
The ball and chain strat is really funny.
I hope
Sick
it gets
flip.
better.
Yes, I agree. Well wishes to the ball and chain strat. The ball and strain chat. Can we strain chat here? Seems a choice that we need to filter out. TGD also saying goodbye, cruel world, but
Actually voiding out.
Yep, he did get
but starting the
cutscene.
cutscene.
Yep. That is my favorite way to do that, even though it loses time. It's very funny. Das Masterschwert.
Beast now in the second to last phase. This is the one thing we need ball and chain for in the run. Someone please find a way to either skip this phase or damage Zant without the ball and chain.
Skip House.
Though Snow Peak is my favorite dungeon, it would be nice to be able to skip it.
Yeah. Be really interesting for the route as well.
Yeah, it would be.
Textbook final phase there from Beast. Oh no, Zant just died. Peepo sad. TGD really getting bullied by this fog. That's true, Spooky Clockwork. If you can figure out a way to equip the barrier as a shield, we can do that.
That's right. That was one of the theories.
2 bombs, Ant. Good luck. I'd love to see a 3 bombs, Ant.
Well, Dean only has 2 bombs, notably, so.
Mm-hmm. His fight must be, or his third phase must be perfect.
Failing the 2 bomb would be probably run ending. You can get out of that fight by warping.
But then he would have to go
to get water bombs.
Yep, he would have to warp. He would have to get out of Palace of Twilight, and then warp to City in the Sky, or warp to Hylia, go to City in the Sky, get the water bombs, and then come all the way back.
TGD opting to get health instead of claw shutting that heart from very far away instead of doing the LJA there.
Super worth. Artemis, I
Surprised
have
that heart was
considered it.
still in range.
Unfortunately, I tried submitting that run, and Anarachis did not verify it. I think you might have noticed that I was in GZ, maybe by the lag.
It's EFG Speed Police. Dean Machine using the boomerang to get a pot up to his platform, only for the pot to break and a rupee to fall out.
More money for Dean, where it does not matter in the run. Beast getting the verification bonk into the Squidnet cutscene. Enjoy your P-break, Beast.
Can that pot be a fairy? I'm pretty sure it was just a rupee that fell out.
Nice. T to D. Cinching that claw shot. I couldn't even see the target.
Couldn't either. Hopefully that was fast enough to get the fast cycle on the Zantheads.
It should have been. Yep.
Very well done there.
Health? You want health in the Palace of Twilight? I have bad news for you, the guy downstairs.
Why have health when you can instead have a bazillion small keys?
Who need health? Switch scene for a second. Oh no, your run will not be verifiable anymore. Oh yeah, no, that is gameplay completely off screen. Yep.
Nice splits.
Darn. Shame about this PB run. TGD was just slightly off the platform for a second there. He had to sidle just a hair to the left to get back on it.
This room doesn't have to be perfect to get the cycle, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
You could always eat the keys to restore heart piece.
That's true, yeah.
Restore HP.
Known, well-documented mechanic.
On the door. It's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Useful for TP randos, though.
Yeah, true. Beast demonstrating the bomb strat for that fight. The luxuries of having bombs in Hyrule Castle.
Let's see if you can get barrier skip. Nice
Very
barrier
nice.
skip.
Yep, clean.
Perfect.
Wind Waker, eat your heart out. And Beast will be approaching the final King Bulblin fight of the run, of the game.
Opting not to do the ball and chain strat.
Unfortunately.
Dean, now in the lake bed phase, only having the 2 bombs.
Yep. He cannot make a misstep.
Unlikely to mess this up, but if he messes up, that's pretty much game over.
Opting to swim at the Xanmask's nose.
Getting thrown about by the bubbles.
I didn't even know there were bubbles in this dungeon.
Yeah, if you get too close to the Zanthead.
I was making a joke about the enemy.
You. I am completely oblivious to that.
Understandable.
Not messing up the fight, though.
Yep.
Very good. Dean will be able to finish the run.
Yep, Dean has not completely thrown away his entire run. Well done, Dean.
And Beast doing a save warp after the King Bulblin fight to... I don't know if he got the backflip, but...
I wasn't paying attention.
get back to the start of the dungeon.
TGD's feed says Usurpator Xanto.
I hardly know where Xanto.
Oh dear. Nice barrier skip, Beast. Not pulling a Kakashi.
Unfortunately, we don't have the hidden skills to skip the DN.
Nope, no DN skip here. This is the last DN that we will fight, though. And by we, I mean Beast.
Yeah, we are not fighting any DNs.
I'm not fighting any DNs currently, as far as I'm aware. Beast has posted a Beast Donks here in chat, so I assume that will become relevant shortly.
I assume the Darknet dropped 100 rupees. That's what I imagined by that. And it's right in the line that the boomerang would pick it up.
Yep. Oh no. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Didn't skip the rupee text, unfortunately.
Tried.
Went for it. Yep. Beast,
Rich.
remember to do the fast strat in the lantern room. Saves about half a second. Only recently discovered.
Last phase of Zant giving Dean a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But still,
small missteps in that final phase can lead to a lot of hectic sort of backing up. Beast doing his setup for this room. There go the Liz Alphos, or rather Dine Alphos. TGD getting hit by a couple of Xan's pellets there, energy pellets. Luckily, he will have his health restored by the heart container that drops after the fight. Right, TGD?
Yeah, yeah. Of course.
Haha, nice one, Beast. Good one. Dean exiting the Palace of Twilight. On his way to Hyrule Castle. Gonna get to enjoy the Squid cutscene just like Beast did.
As Beast enjoys the cutscene of all of the friends we made along the way.
Yep.
Trust me, we made those friends along the way.
Absolutely made those friends. We're very, very close with them.
TGD messing up a little bit on this phase of Zant. Still getting the cycle, but having to do an extra combo.
Yep. And Dean has successfully not talked to the postman.
See if TGD can have a good final phase of Zant. Shoutouts to SVA for
Dean
figuring
missing
out
the
this one.
verification bonk, unfortunately, so his run is no longer valid.
very good last phase from TGD.
Yep, apart from that small misstep there at during the final combo. Very clean. And Beast has found the Hyrule Castle boss key, a feat of which I was not capable.
It happens. If you forget the boss key and have to go back down the stairs, back down the tower, in like a no save and quick context, it's really rough. The tower is not easy to go back down. TGD about 2 minutes and 20 seconds behind Dean Machine.
Yep. Beast opting not to do the jump slash that saves about a quarter of a second. A 4-second Hyrule Gold, nice. That's very respectable, actually.
Though not opting to use the spinner through the barrier,
Yep.
because Very few people actually go for that strat.
There's one person I can think of off the top of my head who does. Alright, T to D approaching Postman Skip. The final of the run. Nailing it.
Yep, successfully avoiding the postman. Very nice.
Beast, I'm sending you my 7-cycle energy.
Beast, I'm sending you my 18-cycle energy.
There you go. That will cancel out, and he will get a very clean 15-cycle. Dean is going for the ball and chain strats for this fight. Two, three, four. Yep. Ball and chain. Missed one of them, but
Kargarok's getting in
yeah,
the
the
way.
Kargarok's really hassling him. That's what that strat looks like. It appears that Beast is building some sort of pot for it, but Zelda broke all
Oh, it
of
was
the
just
pots.
destroyed. Man.
Very unfortunate. Very rude of Zelda, I would say.
He was on 4 cycles now.
And now in his pain and rage, he is just destroying all of the pots.
If I've got it right, the best this can be is a 9 cycle.
Mm. Here's Gene coming into KB4. Coming in hot. That's 4 spins. And then one final one to finish him off. Very nice.
Nice.
We'll have to wait just a couple more minutes for him to say Gnug. Right now he will say enough. Good luck.
Looks like
on the
a 9
15.
cycle from Beast.
King Bulblin fights for the strongest side. It's all he's ever known. Dean missing the sick flip, unfortunately. Still opting to save warp because otherwise you would have to roll very, very precisely in order to save any sort of time.
Yeah. It is technically faster to roll, but not by a significant amount.
Less than half a second. Beast declaring a thumb war on Beast Ganon.
Very nice combos there. Also a bit of lag reduction by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm. This room is very, very, very laggy on GameCube.
Machine getting barrier skip. It looked a little tight.
I suppose someone will need to send Haha PhD and Happy Bear Lives an email. They seem to be clamoring for one.
Let's see if Dean Machine will also be rich.
Solid Dark Knight fight from Dean. And on T2D's screen, King Bulblin will say, Gnug.
Dean Machine's Dark Knight only dropped a green rupee, and it probably won't be in the way of the boomerang.
Unfortunate.
It still has 3 rupees ending the run.
Yep. Beast handed the controller off to H-Dog to do this horseback fight for him. She did remarkably well. T2D also missing the sick flip. At Arju, where did his horse go?
Dean Machine having to use sword slashes against the Dynalphos because ran out of bombs.
Yep. At Orcrist_GC, where did his sheath go? And TGD's time for barrier skip, while Beast is fighting Dark Lord Ganondorf. 1 auto spin. 2 auto spins. It's 2 auto spins.
That was an auto spin.
It was an auto spin. 3 auto spins. 4 auto spins. Ganondorf did an auto spin. There we are. Spinner strats. Finish him off, Beast. GG.
G. 255.10.
Bewilder Beast, thank you for the raid party of 32.
Still a fairly solid run. Not a lot of things went poorly.
Yeah, 255 for a race is extremely good by most people's measures. A lot of hearts came out of that Dark Knot there on TGD's screen.
And Dean Machine having the cutscene of the friends we made along the way.
Yep. I will switch my audio on my side to Dean's feed. TGD, not opting to do the time saver. Or yes, he has. Never mind. Nice equip there, TGD. Good freeze frame. Dean meeting the friends we made along the way. He will also get the boss king.
TGD and Dean now in the same room.
Yep, it can absolutely come down to Zelda RNG.
It's unlikely to, though.
It is unlikely, yes.
Though maybe my 18 cycle Zelda energy will rub off on one of them, and we'll actually see a Zelda world record today. Could happen.
TGD, that's really interesting. The ball and chain hit the retaining wall behind the Aralphus, which doesn't usually happen, and passed through while the Aralphus still had iframes, presumably.
Interesting.
Dean, be careful not to fall. Nice brake slide, the guy downstairs.
Very optimal place to do so.
Yep. Dean will be doing Zack's drop.
Getting it very low.
That was a little bit scary.
Almost going too early.
Yep.
Skipping the final Dark Knot. A strat we didn't know until May 24th, 2015. I remember that day because of how stupid I felt. Also, I think it was the last day of school that year. Anyway.
Nice.
Beast had a 9-cycle Zelda. Let's see what Zelda says for mission. And for TGD. So.
I think she'll say, Dean going for a brake slide there and missing it, unfortunately. No one opting to go for Zelda Crash, yep.
I mean, we could still see TGD do it.
Yep, maybe. 7 cycle still possible.
Fight going well so far. Finally, Dean Machine has full health.
What's it like?
I wouldn't know.
Nor would I. There we are. Apart from getting a fairly slow timer on the previous phase, and as well as getting a triangle.
TGD using the spinner up the stairs to the claw shot section.
Optimal strength.
Perfect.
TGD also doing Zack Strat. Getting a little bit dunked on by the Dynamalphos though, and missing his window. Extremely average 7 cycle there from Dean.
Yeah. A 7 cycle is a 7 cycle.
Yep.
So, not going to complain about that, I imagine. It's got the last split to go, and TGD now entering the fight. Unless something goes horribly wrong on...
Like he bonks on that banister, oh no. Oh no, he's got invisible rats on him. TGD, you have to transform into a spin. Get those ghost rats off. Otherwise you'll be trapped walking slowly. Oh, never mind. He got rid of them.
It's just stairs can be hard after rolling so much for 3 hours.
Yeah, his legs are aching. His dogs are barking. Apparently, Dean's game is super loud. I wouldn't know. I have complete control over my audio right now.
TGD also not going for Zelda Crash.
Unfortunate.
Seeing that today. Finally getting the health that he was asking for earlier. Looks like Dean did mess up a little bit in the fight, having to go through the slow many portals phase and getting hit by B-Scan in there.
Yeah, unfortunate. Bit of a time loss. TGD doing jump attack strats for the energy ball tennis. If only he had a bottle.
Two phases left for Dean. I imagine they'll both go well.
Unless he drops his controller on the floor. 7 seconds.
Managing not to get hit by horseback cannon there. Very nice. The 7 cycle as well. Seemed like a pretty average one. Lots of triangles.
Yep. Oh no, Dean, you missed. I mean, Zelda missed. How could RNG have done this?
And B-Scannon just turning, not B-Scannon, horseback just turning quite all the way around, making Dean dash after him.
Yep. TGD messed up, unfortunate.
badly messed up in the first cycle.
Mm-hmm.
That second cycle looked really good.
Would you hear my desire? Oh, TGD messed that up too as well. Take this fell blade and use it to blot out the light forever. Okay.
Okay, weirdo.
Yeah, kind of strange, unconventional, but live your truth. All right. Boots and lantern for a full swag ending. GG.
GG.
30456.
Pretty nice run from Dean, especially with that first try Stallard skip.
Yep.
Just an unfortunate Morpheal and a few other things.
Yeah. TGD getting pattern A. Hello. Joining us is Bewilderbeast.
Hello.
GG's.
How do you feel about your run?
Thanks. It could have been better. It's not too bad, I guess.
What was your favorite part?
Favorite part?
Mm-hmm.
I think was getting the 100 rupees in or in Castle.
That was a good part. I like that part too.
That was good.
Yeah, that's not a super common drop, but it's nice to see.
Good luck.
Still
on work,
golding by
Dean.
4 seconds. That's an easy 2-second time save. The rope skip was unfortunate.
Rope skip really kind of dunked on you. That was kind of odd.
Yeah, like I usually wouldn't go for it more than once, but I felt like lapping it out, and I could have sworn that you could get it without the cutscene. I'm sure you can, but
You can, yeah.
I don't know. He caught me immediately.
I don't know. But I apologize for jinxing you, saying that you were so consistent with it.
That
You
is
should
according
apologize
to
for is the setup list comment for Kai Clip.
I mean, Dean also failed it with the setup, so
Yeah. One time I fail it, I have to fail it in front of Sky, who is looking for the best setup list method.
yep. I planned it. I plotted it all out. I've meddled with your controller.
Yep. I could tell.
TGD.
Oh, TGD got one cheese.
having a lunch.
Yeah.
Nice.
GG. TGGD.
GG TGD. 7-Eleven.
GG.
Does look like that was a race PB for you, Beast. At least according to race time leaderboards, which are notoriously reliable.
Could be. I haven't really kept track of race PBs. I could see that.
Dean has to go to his real job in the real world, unfortunately. He's a bit late. But TGD, if you want to join us, please feel free.
Shoutouts to all 3 runners taking time out of
Shoutouts.
their Saturdays.
Shoutouts to all 5 runners.
All 5 runners, that's true.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to G's HS. Shoutouts Ann_D_TP. GG all.
And shoutouts to you all, the friends we made along the way.
Exactly.
Your early game was really good, Beast. By the looks
It
of
was pretty solid.
Well, aside from failing rupee roll because I dug up the rupee the wrong direction.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
How could we forget?
lest we forget.
Yeah. Other than that, it was all right. I mean, that claw shot segment was pretty sloppy, even aside from that. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. The theme of
And
these
I
races.
really, Morpheal was annoying.
Morpheal really hassled a lot of you guys. She was
Yeah,
very
that's
rude.
true. Morpheal was worse for other people. But
I'm not saying that you have no reason to complain about Morpheal. I'm just saying
yeah.
she was rude universally today. I'm glad that I am not doing a run today.
You could.
I could
Pause
pause
Champies.
Champies. I won't though, because I don't feel like it. Anorak is
No,
usually. Why don't you do a run?
I don't feel like it.
In
Oh,
waiting
yeah,
room,
that's a good
TGD
reason.
is.
Oh yeah, are we doing the Hundo? Or do we have a restream for the Hundo race next week?
I believe the Hundo race will be restreamed.
Nice.
Well, the big boss, Big Dick, is here with us, so he can tell us whether or not. Unless he's in the bathroom. There he is. Unless he's
What did you just call me?
Big Boss, Big Dick.
that caught me off guard, I gotta admit.
Oh, well.
BBBD for short, I guess.
Yeah.
BBBD, yeah,
Yeah,
BBBD,
rolls off the tongue.
the BBBD is saying yes. Pretty likely to be restreamed.
Awesome.
Nice.
As long as we can get commentary, which
Yeah.
Indeed. And runners, that's kind of important.
I think we have a lot of runners. I feel like there are like 8 people who signed up for that.
There's quite a few Hundo runners who seem pretty keen on it. I assume Teabag will get up at some ungodly hour to participate.
Yeah, I think it's 4 a.m.
right.
That's funny as hell.
But it's 2 p.m. Eastern time, 1 week from today.
Yep. So in exactly 1 week minus 2 hours
And
and
13
13
minutes.
minutes.
and 13 minutes. Thank you, gentlemen.
You want to drag
100% race.
TGD in here, Trez?
Oh, yeah.
There he is.
Hi, TGD.
GG.
GG.
TGGD. TGD, what was your favorite part of your run?
When I did ending blow on Ganondorf.
It's a good part.
I
So you're really
was
quiet
running
for
fine
miles?
through Eel, and after Arbiters, because if I would have gotten salvage kit first try, then I would have been ahead, but I did not.
Yeah, Stellar Skip really was rough. You were ahead of Beast for a decent amount.
Yeah.
because of the barrel.
Well, it was from Gorge Void through Deku Toad.
That's right.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, it was close all the way into Arbiters.
Yeah, I was actually really enjoying how close it was between you guys for the first half of the run.
But Stallard Skip strikes again.
Yep.
I couldn't get the angle, like the initial angle. I kept messing up. I noticed like I'll still try the CAD, but I'm fairly certain it's gonna skew off to the side, which it did.
Ooh, I want to change my favorite part of my run to the
Yeah?
Po 4 RNG I got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that was probably pretty good. That was a highlight.
It was
stupid.
3 extra cycles. And
It was four extra cycles, and then it was one of the side ones, which meant that I couldn't do the fast strat in a fast way. And then I also failed the fast strat, which is my fault. But still, I lost I don't know, that's probably 25 seconds to RNG before failing anything.
That's funny.
These things happen.
I'm excited for Hundo next week, though.
Yeah, that'll be good.
It'll be a really fun race.
I hope that you guys have fun commentating it, because I certainly won't be. I'm going to have other things to do. I'm going to brush my lawn and paint my teeth.
Oh, good
You're
luck.
telling me you're not going to dedicate 8 hours of your life to commentating a category you've never run?
As tempting as it seems, gonna have to decline. Trez will be glad to be rid of me, though.
Fake TP runner.
I thought you were about to say Trez will be glad to commentate.
Yeah, Trez would love to do that. Isn't that right, Trez?
Yeah. Maybe not.
No,
I've
it'll be
done
great.
my-
I'll commentate with you, and we'll just talk about the 2013 Hundo route.
Christ.
I've done my
Oh,
fair
God.
share of TP commentary, and I'm retired.
At one point, I was watching through Fino's 8-hour long Hundo run from 2012, and also SVA's run from a few years after that. And Fino's run, I don't know if this was intentionally part of the route or what, But at one point, he ran around Elden Field for like 3 minutes just to wait till nighttime or daytime. I can't remember. He was just running around the perimeter for minutes.
That's very funny.
It was. I would be very happy to see a 2013 Route Honda race.
Well, if any commentators have 9 hours to spend.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched that full run. I should go back and watch it.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I was skimming.
Well, thanks again to Trez and ZSR for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Trez.
Thank you.
He keeps on letting me on here. I don't know why.
Yeah, after today, I don't know either.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity nonetheless.
But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Big shout out to Anno and to Prince of None luckily of None, by the way, for commentary. And also a big and warm shout out to our 5 racers, to Beast, to Dean, to TGD, G's, and to Andy. And that's all she wrote. I'm gonna go back to playing TUTK right now, so leave me alone, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. And see you soon.
Sayonara.
Bye-bye.
Bye.